There we go. I accidentally went to the video game scene, not the D&D scene. Aha. But we're back. This is on. Oh, and also this is like a cool Easter egg for you guys, because obviously I do the chapters now. It's hard to remember to really know for you guys how many sessions it's been total. Do you know what I mean? Because I break it all up. But my session notes, when I write them, I actually write them one through all the way. I don't put them in the chapters. Tonight is session number 50. Yeah.
Damn.
No way.
This is officially session 50, yeah. Because like I said, my notes keep it like that. Although I break it up in the chapter so you guys can't tell a little bit. Chapter 6, episode 3. Session 50, baby. Where? I think it's safe to say that things haven't gone quite so well. Not for the party, but for the overall health of the archipelago, as you guys were defending Ulster's Den from an incursion of what seemed to be, and confirmed to be in some cases, UNT, and specifically more those under the influence of white resin, the slave warriors. But you did also find that they'd used this opportunity to attack two places at once, and while you were all at Ulster's Den initially, Shotstay seemingly took a even more devastating blow, and you raced over there as quick as you can. By the time you got there, it was too late. The attacks had seemingly taken place in some sort of synchronicity, and the attack had finished. For want of a better word, the town has been picked clean. With the exception of corpses of humanoids, there were no corpses of UNT creatures of any kind. Whether that they took no losses or they took them with them, that's not known. But you took a look through the town, and the town had been besieged and destroyed. Some fires still trickled away, burning at whatever wood and other burnables, hay and the like they could, but it was not looking great. You looted a little bit, taken advantage where possible, took yourself to the magic store, and you managed to pick up a few items. I think most notably of which, for you guys, was the flying piece of fabric that's currently rolled up. Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it the fact that Barnett can maybe douse himself in some premium mayonnaise? There's only one way to find out, and that is the beginning of this session, where you also found and nearly got... Well, I think it was Josiah that took the front and nearly got twatted with a chair leg, wasn't it? By a young lad that looked no more than 6 or 7 years old, and his younger sister. You eventually found out, after talking them down from a potential murder, their names were Cyrus and Tony. You guys spoke to them, gained a bit of insight of how the attack boiled down, obviously. Not too great, because it's from the perspective of a child who was told to remain in the house. But we start there. The time is about evening at this point, because you guys got here on the morning. You've spent a few hours. You went to different places. Coming here, Naivara, you would be aware that it is 6:24 p.m. and there is a 24% chance of rain. Yeah. So,
That's new.
yeah, I'm just giving you the weather details for free. Think of it as like a little freebie, okay? But the next time it'll cost you.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So,
I've got to do that subscription service.
yeah. You got to pay like 5 gold a day now to get the weather reports, and you'll get 3 a day. So,
Yeah, wasn't there
Go on.
the alchemy jug, the flying carpet, and the cloak of elven kind? I think they were the 3 things that we found.
That is right. Yeah. I didn't mention the cloak because more I think to the party, it's potential that the rug could have the biggest impact. It's not a terribly huge one. I think in combat it can only fit one person in combat because it's only 6 by 4 foot, which obviously a person's going to need a 5 by 5. I'll forego the foot on the width because that's a bit petty over 1 foot, but realistically you could probably fit like 3 maybe on it out of combat, but in combat it's 1. But is there anything you guys would like to do or say at this point?
So we're still in the house with the children, aren't we?
Yes, you essentially, yeah, because you're in the upper floor, because they were hidden in like one of the bedrooms upstairs. You heard them talking because they were peeping out the windows, and essentially that's how Kavane saw the kids initially, because they were looking out the windows at things.
Okay. So, what would you all like to do?
I mean, either we go to the town centre or we get these kids and go. Cause right?
No, I agree, Captain. I was going to suggest, because there is a lot of not very nice things for these children to see beyond these walls, that maybe we get them on our way out. And
they bunker down and we scout, and then we come back for them.
Mm-hmm. Or I can transport us all directly to the deck of the ship.
Oh yeah.
I just mean, like, you all seem to be so used to seeing dead bodies now that none of you flinch, but these children will do so.
That makes sense.
Fair.
Yeah, if we keep them here and then we go to the town.
There are dead people outside.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I can say that there really is, John.
It is a fact of life. I am very sorry, but
Is there lots?
there's some. So what we need for you to do is to stay here and don't leave, because we're going to come back and get you.
Can we go next door to get some bread? Because we ate all the food in the house, and we've been taking some from.
I've probably got
door.
rations on me, so I'm going to dig in my bag and give them food. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Thank you. Yeah, so no, we don't need to go next door now. Because
I'd stay here if
they nearly ate all their bread now. Jonah will be mad when he gets back.
So, I need you to do the same as you did with us. Keep quiet. And if anything comes, then...
I'll hit him with this. And he kind of holds the chair like...
No.
No, run.
Hide.
Oh. Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any danger around right now anyway. So
with the exception of like some fires that are on the petering out because of the humidity just of tropical air. Yeah, no, I would say you haven't seen any active combatants in this town at all. It is, for want of a better word, a ghost town.
We're just protecting them from the view. At the end of the day, it's horrible out there.
No,
we're protecting the children.
I think it's definitely a good choice.
Okay.
If you want to,
I will also.
Cyrus will turn to Vlad because you was the one that mentioned about. I think it was you that said about scouting the area, or was it? No, it was Josiah, wasn't it? Either one of you.
Josiah, yeah.
Cyrus will turn to Josiah and go. One of the coolest places to go was not near the middle, but by the. Where was it? It was by the baker's house on one of the second streets. Go for the church there, because a lot of people like to visit there every day. It has places for lots of different gods.
All right, thank you. We'll take that. Go there as well.
Little nerdy kid who's like, go to the fucking church.
Go to the church, yeah.
Well, my dad used to go there quite a lot. Because
was out of character.
Oh, okay. I thought you were taking the piss out of him. He was going to answer you.
I didn't use the accent. I didn't use the accent, did
fair.
I?
You know what? Fair enough. Thank you, Liam, for the prime, dude.
So, we'll go to the church then. Thank you very much for your help, Cyrus.
No worries. If you need anything else, I can help.
No, I need for you to stay here, and I will drop off Kavain, but he is hidden. I will say he's invisible and just get him to post up in watch. He's on warden watch.
He's gonna bite a child if they try to leave. He's like, no.
It's more that if they try and leave, stop it, because I can telepathically communicate with him. I will just.
Fucking, it's like a baby monitor. You can just talk through Kavain.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is terrifying. This fiendish foxing thing. Like,
children, you cannot leave.
Oh no.
Do not leave, children.
I think that's more horrific than the corpses, honestly.
Yep.
His instructions will be, if they leave, to follow them and constantly report back, so at least we know where
so
they
you
come.
can basically pick them up, yeah. No, I'm with you,
Exactly. It's more of an alarm system if they exit, rather than a stopping them from leaving sort of deal.
No, I get the logic. I think it makes sense.
He will post up invisible, though, and I'll be like, don't torture these children. Or whatever thing you do now. Don't speak to them, okay? My friend is here who will look after you.
I had no intention to harm the children. I will follow as you asked.
Thank you, Kavan.
So, with very vague instructions in hand, can someone make me a survival check to follow said instructions to find this church? Because next to the bakers on the 2nd Street, that's well, I mean, yeah, you could definitely look for the steeple. I mean, yes, okay, so either do a survival. Okay,
a church is going to be.
No, that is fair. Either do a perception check to look for the steeple to follow for, or survival check to follow the instructions. Either or. Because it is fair. It's not a terribly big church. It's not like something that stands out a mile off, but it's definitely going to poke up around the majority of buildings when you think about it.
I don't see anything.
You don't see shit.
I probably walked in front of you.
It is more likely Naya's trying not to look at the death and destruction around you guys.
It's not only that, but you've just stepped out of a darkened building with no like candlelight or anything. And although it's still getting dull, you know when the sun is just getting to crest behind the horizon and it's at that awkward angle where it blinds the fuck out of you. I think you just got caught by a direct beam of sunlight in the eyes, and it's just kind of like give you yellow spots for a few minutes. But with Barnett and Niles doing both survival and perception, it is easy enough to find the church. And the one thing is, as Cyrus mentioned, which is interesting, because most churches, as you would expect, are dedicated to a singular deity, and obviously, then typically more popular deities get the bigger and fancier churches. But this church doesn't bear any external markings to a singular god. What it actually seems to be is less of a dedicated church, but more of a sacred space in which people who are passing through, as this place tends to expect multiple different people, like of all kinds, it tends to be a sacred space in which any person of religion can pray or do whatever ceremonies are required for their religion in their own space, sort of thing. There is no set up like beacons or markers or paintings or depictions of any one god. It's actually just a very well decorated marble and stone building, and you can see that it is made with incredible detail, but it is incredibly vague at the same time. But that would be the description if it was in its beautiful and well presented state, as unfortunately this has suffered the same fate. Thankfully, being made of stone and not wood, it has fared better, but this place has clearly seen its fair share of the combat, and you can see inside, you can see where a number of pews, benches, chairs, and the like had been pushed around the front doors that have been broken inwards to create like a semicircle round the front. You can see a number of corpses, including those that are wearing clergyman's robes, decorating the floor, now giving the clean and stone floor a paint job of crimson. Scorch marks and burn marks aplenty, scratches and gouges. You find yourself at the doorway of this building.
Can I tell what robes, the using, as in wearing, to distinguish which faction or god they worship?
The clergymen that you see currently seem to be wearing a white and red, similar in colour to you, but they don't bear the same religious symbols. What you notice them to be is... Actually, make a quick religion check. I will see how practiced you are in other deities. Because obviously Selune is yours, but fair enough.
Quite practiced then.
Yeah.
A dirty 20.
You see a staring eye upon a left-handed gauntlet, and you would quickly recognise this, and if you wish, you can share this to be the god of protection, Helm. You see 2 clergymen in these robes, and then you can see other people in more plainer brown robes, more like, not disciples. Is it disciples, or, where they're basically like the understudies of? Acolytes, that's the word, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah, you can see some acolytes and some brown robes, as well as a number of civilians as well. But yeah, no, it seemed the people that created this, for want of a better word, Latch City Defense, were servants of Helm, the god of protection.
I would obviously share these. Yeah, I'd share these with the party. I mean, I wouldn't hold anything back. And I'd say a little blessing around. And I know they're not my god, but I'd say obviously that Selune guides them to their creators and stuff like that.
Yeah. I would say, with the exception of certain gods, for the most part, I would say followers of gods are on good terms with each other, with the exception of if you're like a follower of, like, say, Baal, for example, existence. You know what I mean? Unless you're following an evil god, I would say for the most part, everyone's on, like, nod ahead at each other and a smile. Do you know what I mean? Like, friendly terms.
Yeah, while we're approaching, I will say to Josiah, should probably message Morgan again and call off the ships we asked for, seeing as there's no battle here now.
Yeah, call off the job.
How much do I tell him? Do I just tell him that there is no battle, or do we actually want to let the Baroness know what's going on?
I'd say, yeah. I'll be interested to see what she does. She knows.
With a warning that, towns are being taken? Yeah. Okay.
Very high-level Yonti rage that are destroying towns.
Yeah.
Bad for her.
I will send a message to Morgan.
And please, tell me in what 25 words you can select the message you would like to send.
I hate doing this.
A lot of shit to say in 25 words, huh?
Call off the backup ships. There is no battle. The town is a ghost town now. Just be aware that...
5 left.
4, because I counted the as well.
Ah, shit.
That's it.
I won't count the ass shit, because that was an out of character of realization.
Town's being raided.
That's it.
Beware.
Done.
Okay, you know what? That could have been worse. That could have been much, much worse.
Coming from me, it could have been a lot worse.
No,
you didn't mention the young tea!
It doesn't matter. Enemy.
Never mind. Out of character.
A short moment
25
later.
words is a lot less than you think when you're saying it.
Oh yeah, it is. That's what you're gonna think. Yeah, you've got to basically, I tend to find, make it broken English by cutting out a lot of the, the fluff words that English puts in.
Yeah.
Think how, people who are learning English, speak broken English, where it's, very broken, but you can fully understand it at the same time. I think that's the best way to do it. But either way, a short moment later, Morgan respond. Understood. I will call off the ships. If things are as dire as you say, it might be worth potential meeting. I can board your ship tomorrow morning?
I'll relay that as, like, if we want to talk about it, he can board tomorrow morning.
Essentially, yeah, the teleporter receiver that's been put on your ship, he's offering
He
to
can teleport to
bamf
us.
there in the morning, like he's done once before.
When
you put him on the stool in the cargo hold with, like, 3 Ottos watching him. Awkwardly.
Do I bother using a spell slot to tell him aye or nay?
Well, I think we're going to have to respond because that was...
The assumption is yes, I believe, but...
The way you said it just now, how you relayed it to me, sounded like there was a question mark at the end.
Do you want me to, yeah. Do you want me to message yes or no?
Yes, message, because...
Okay. I'll send the message. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, first light.
Very well. Stay safe. I will see you all tomorrow. That's it. The connection fades.
Yep. Tomorrow morning.
I mean, first light's a little early, but sure.
Gives us enough time to scout the area. That's what I was going for.
Okay.
So, obviously with that message now relayed, stood in the doorway of this church. Well, I'm assuming you've probably stepped in a little bit, because obviously Vlad inspected the robes and the like, so you probably have to lean over the barricades and stuff just to kind of inspect a little bit. Is there anything you guys would like to do while here?
I guess his eyes trying to look for, like, where the priests would be, like the priests' sort of barracks or offices or anything like that.
Yeah, so you essentially want to look for their, like, back offices and spaces, like, looking for something. Yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to do. I mean, you don't have to roll to find those rooms, because there's no one here to stop you. You're not under any time pressure or skill issue, because you've got time. There is no threat here at the minute. You're able to step into one of the back rooms, and after looking through 1 or 2 rooms, you find different storerooms, little small kitchen, couple of sleeping quarters. You do eventually find a simple office space. It looks like it's got a number of scrolls and other items of potential value. You can see on the back wall, you can see a small box that is just marked with supplies as well.
Don't mind if I do. I'll have a little look in the box of supplies.
Yeah. There are 3 different sets of items in... Well, 4 different sets of items, I should say, in varying quantities. You can see a large number of cleanly rolled fabrics that look to be bandages of some sorts. You can see that they have probably about 20 of those. You can see 3 smaller red bottles with a brightly red liquid inside. You can see other clear glass bottles, 2 of, with what looks to be like a clear liquid water, perhaps. And then in the center, around all these, bound in what looks like a small leather, like, wrap, you can see 2 coins. These coins mark the god markings, similar of what you saw outside of Helm, and they are probably about as big as a platinum piece, but they are not platinum. So 20 bandages, 3 red potions, 2 bottles of clear liquid, and 2 coins.
You'll sort of start handing them to Naya if Naya's there.
I will probably... It's safe to assume what the red liquid ones are.
Yeah, health potions.
Yeah. It's more or less... And they don't look super fancy, so I'll be fair. They are 3 healing potions, just standard healing potions. It looks like, essentially, that these are different supplies that people coming to the church may ask for, potentially. So these are the things that they have to hand most easily. You are more than welcome to make assumptions, or if you have anything that you want to use to check, please do tell.
Naya will put them in the bag of holding for later.
Yeah, just mark them then, as I've said. So, like,
yeah, almost guessing that the water's
coins.
holy water. But we don't know.
It's a very safe assumption, but whether that's the case or not is unknown. The coins, however, I would imagine probably pique your interest the most, because they are clearly not fiscal currency. If that they are something more.
I'll call back out to Vlad, that I assume is currently doing prayer of breasts and stuff like that over the poor.
Over the dead, yes.
Over the dead.
Just using the sacred space to perform last rites. And that is another thing. You would be aware that, thankfully, the ground is still sacred ground. Because I do remember, I know paladins get that sense of whether it's sacred or desecrated. But I think it's fair that clerics, to a point, would also be sensitive to this. And the land is not ruined. It is still blessed ground. So which is making your rights a little more potent.
Hallowed ground.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, she'll call out to Vlad. Vlad, can you see if any of them have the same coin? And she'll hold up one of the helm coins, still in its wrapping, but just like holding the edges so that it's not. Do you know what I mean?
It's just ye old. It's just ye old coin wrap. You know, like what you get from the bank when you get like rolled coins and stuff. It's just ye old coin rolls.
It's something that some of them are missing.
That is fair. Yeah. No, it's fair. I'm not going to make you roll, but you would find that they do not possess any of them. You obviously find their holy symbols. You do find some small, like pocket change that they would have had. You're talking silvers, not golds, so not much. You would find other small knickknacks and belongings, but none of these coins that Nivara shows you. But again, they pique your interest because they're coins stamped in the mark of Helm, and another thing is they're quite thick. I should point out they're probably about 2 centimeters thick and probably about 6 centimeters in diameter. They're pretty hefty.
It's not a coin. It's more a trinket.
Well, it is. It's designed to be like a coin. Is the reason why. But like, no, the way I'm thinking about it, like they're more like the size of a saucer almost in terms of diameter. They're hefty.
Are these almost like? Can I sense magical energy? I can't do detect magic.
Definitely. No, definitely.
Okay.
No, I would say you would be aware of if something is magical, but obviously you don't have the means to know what it does. But no, definitely these, like the a couple of the other items, they do have some magical potential, and it is obviously bound in some form of celestial magic. I can't give you any more information, obviously, unless you do a spell.
Doesn't Vlad have a lucky coin? Does it match his?
No.
What?
I found a coin in a well, gave it to Vlad. It's some sort of protection thing.
Very different coin.
Is it
that coin that coin mimicked a gold coin? It looked the same size and everything.
Okay.
This is way too big. It looks like almost like, you know, when you buy like coin collections and you see those large display coins where they're like just clearly not something you carry. It's like that almost.
Okay.
I believe this could be some sort of magical protection, so she will hold them out to, well, she's going to hold one towards Josiah, of course she is, and the other towards Vlad, because she's sensible. I think you two should have these.
You?
Our captain and our
Vlad gets 2 lucky coins.
Chaplain. I think the one coin that you gave him was a fake coin.
It had magic. It was magical.
Okay.
No, I'm not disagreeing. Yeah, go for it. I'm just saying whatever Vlad's coin does.
I mean, of all things, you do realise that I'm just trying to spread out the magical items. I thought that is what we wanted to do because it was likely that you'd get the cloak and that Barnett.
Actually, I was thinking Vlad should have the cloak. Sorry, is Vlad? Isn't Vlad in? Is he a paladin or is he a cleric?
Oh, cleric.
He's a cleric. Oh, I always think you're a fucking paladin. Never mind. I didn't say that. I thought he was in plate.
He's doing heavy armor, though, I believe.
Oh, is he? Well, the cloak would be better for him to up his stealthiness, because we're all pretty stealthy.
Well, my stealthiness is like disadvantaged. So
yeah, well, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm not going to sit here arguing about who gets what. I mean, that is literally my job.
I was teasing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm going to go over to the desk that's full of paper and scrolls and stuff and do what wizards do. And go search.
Hey, make an investigation check.
I get this with advantage because I've got my cute little glasses.
Yes. I can't remember what they're called, but I remember you possessing them.
Eyes of minute seeing. I got them from the Baroness a while back.
Yeah, I couldn't remember where you got them, but I remember you had them.
Yeah. 19.
You see a number of, obviously, lesser interesting papers about just various practices, rituals, and things that have gone on during the church. Because what the people here seem to do, which was relatively interesting for those that cared, they made notes of any and all worshippers that came in, what god they prayed to, and the methods they used. Maybe for whatever reason that may be, you don't know, but you can see a list of like how a ship came in and they prayed to this god and this is what they did, and you can see a number of things like that. It's like a rolling ledger almost. You do notice that some of these documents seem to be in chronological order, and the newer ones towards the back of the ledger seem to reference a growing sickness that was collecting with some of the people around the town. You wouldn't need much.
The echo.
You wouldn't need much knowledge to know that some of the echoes are the sicknesses and the addictions. They referred to it as an unknown drug crisis. They assumed that there was drugs being sold in Shotstay that were causing these issues. Some sort that they weren't aware of, maybe being imported. And you can see there are queries of like different pirate crews, like maybe these are the cause, and then you can kind of see where it's been scratched out, and you can see as it was seriously getting worse.
How far back does it go? Like, what's the earliest kind of instance where they're noticing this?
It seems to average about a page is 1 day's worth of notes, and you can see that these notes mentioning this sickness and addiction started about 2 weeks back. But when the first instance that it happened...
2 weeks for our day.
2 weeks for when the attack happened, because obviously when the attack happened, no more notes have been made since. So, in terms of when this would have happened, you're talking about a month ago. But 2 weeks to the start of the attack. But when I say 2 weeks, that seems like a long time, but you're talking about a singular instance where one single person had symptoms. Then a couple days later, it was 3. It was momentum based. Towards the end, you were talking about dozens, whereas the first couple days you were talking singular.
Yeah, everyone just seems like Naya put down this heavy like ledger on the table and just puts their heads in her hands. And it's like, just...
Oh no.
So...
Another point of information is, just as a method of delivery, what you do notice is it looks like to be a potential thing stemming from alcohol. Certain kegs and deliveries, because some of the people seem to have shared similar drinks at the same tavern, if that makes sense.
Okay. Does it talk about the tavern?
Doesn't mention the tavern by name. but you can see that it mentions a fruit-infused ale, and it seems they had new deliveries of it, and they're questioning whether that's the cause, considering most people that fell ill were prone to drinking those sorts of alcohols.
Okay.
So it looks like the method of delivery was through liquids.
And it records down each person, right, and the faith. So they're recognizing it in these people that are coming to pray. Are they having it, or are they saying
it's not exclusively
around town?
It's not exclusively the faithful that are ill. I just meant that the book mainly lays about practices in different religions, but then it also notes about other things going on, and that's where you see the notations of these illnesses, because obviously when they fell ill, either themselves or family had brought these people here to be like, can you pray for them? Can you cure them? And unfortunately, none of their effects could bear any help. There is no record of anyone being cured.
No.
Yeah, that was my bad. I should have said more explicitly that it was two separate things.
Does it mention at all? So it's talking about this delivery of this specifically fruit-infused ale. Does it mention how much was the delivery? Is it like, oh, there was a keg, or is it multiple kegs that it mentions? Like, is it keg or kegs?
When you're talking of a delivery to a town like this, you're probably talking about 50-odd kegs. It's also, you don't know the level of concentration, like per quart, how much resin was inside. But you know, it doesn't take much. So realistically, like you would probably know that about half a vial of resin could very easily be enough for a whole keg. And if, like, say if it was 50 kegs, you're talking about 25 vials of resin. That's all it would have took.
Yep.
And that's not a lot for a whole town.
Can anyone remember the other quests that we turned down for the Baroness?
I can tell you because you've got. It's a little outside of Keen Mind, but you would have probably had notes of it.
Yeah.
Keen Mind is a memory thing.
Yeah, but it's only for a month. But it's not too far out of it, is what I'm saying. Just give me a sec, just to go back in me notes. Because you had the one to stop the ship in the southwest, which turned out to be your Selassie. I nearly said Ellis, but that's really not right. Yeah, that's a wrong campaign. There was also a rogue ship operating in the southeast. There was a delivery that was to be made from Shotstay, leaving Shotstay, not going to. You don't know what that was. And then there was also hang on, let me remind myself what the name of the island was. In Scurry's Hideaway, there was a goblin incursion there. But no, but what the delivery was from Shotstay, it was meant to be taken from Shotstay and delivered to New Horizons, if I remember correctly. But the pickup location was Shotstay, not the delivery.
So yeah, I'll explain this to everyone, and then she'll say, okay, so that could explain how the town fell so quickly, but it also leaves concerns for people leaving Shotstay over those weeks. This is a town where people come through, no?
Yeah, this town was primarily and it has always been designed to be a town that you basically use as a stop-off point, a checkpoint, like the services on a motorway. It's never been designed to be a place that you are meant to stay long-term, although you can.
It's a stop-off from the west to the east and back and forth.
It's more or less one you use to get...
If you're going north, you would go Ivory Sands. If you're going south, you'd come here.
Yeah, but you'd also use this as a drop-off point to then go carry on to Ivory Sands proper, because Ivory Sands is the quote-unquote capital. If there were to be a capital in this region, Ivory Sands is that. It's the biggest, most centralized. Shot Stay is more or less a speed bump on there, but is used as a drop-off point.
Service station.
Yeah, it's literally, oh, we're running low on food. Oh, we'll drop off at Shot Stay. The reason why it's called Shot Stay is because the whole point is you stay there for a shot. Like, shot being quick.
How much time would it take from us to get here to Ivory Sands or to New Horizons?
Let us...
Or 2-point warning.
Where's New Horizons?
It's pretty far, because it's... Yeah.
Are we looking a week or 2 weeks?
It's 375 miles, and you can travel 2 miles an hour, I believe it is, on your vessel. So 48 miles a day, so you're talking about a week. Let me double check that to be correct, because, yeah, 2 miles per hour, 48 miles a day. And if it was 345, yeah, you're talking... Actually, no, it's just about a week and a half. That's to New Horizons. That's going to be your furthest one, because obviously 2.1 is closer. Ivory Sands is closer.
So people should start to see the lusting effects if there is anybody who has.
Well, realistically, if assuming things have left Shot Stay when the problems occurred, we would already be in New Horizons by this point now. If something left when the symptoms started happening in Shot Stay, if something left heading for New Horizons that had the same malice, it would be there already. And it would have been there for about 2 weeks at this point, which is about the time.
Fuck. Yeah, you see, Naya's like head is in her hands, and she just goes right.
Because again, it's a little wibbly wobbly because I haven't got the exact numbers written down, so I do apologise, but I'm going to be as close as I can.
Fine.
When you left Ivory Sands to go to Ulster's Den, the attacks there had been going on for about 2 weeks at that point. And that's the actual attacks, not the symptoms prior. Took you a week to get down there, so that's 3 weeks. And then it took you about 4 or 5 days to get to Shot Stay. So we're talking about a month after the attacks started at Ulster's Den. And assuming that the attacks were somewhat simultaneous, you're a month behind.
We're running out of time. Is there anything else on this desk other than this ledger that seems important?
Of interest and or use to what you guys are looking for and need? No. The rest is more or less mundane readings of gods and deities that have no correspondence.
Amazing. I'm going to pick up the ledger. It's going in the bag.
That's absolutely fine. Feel free to note it as like however you need, like Shot Stay, church ledger, or however, just so I remember what to tell you again if you need it. But the one thing that does pique everyone's interest is because obviously you guys have been on this island specifically now for, give or take, about 6 or 7 hours at this point. You hear echoing outside the sound of a large horn being blown.
Okay.
I'll go to the
Can we
door.
tell what direction it's coming from?
It sounds singular. It sounds like it's coming from the docks. It sounds singular. It doesn't sound like a cacophony of like trumpets or something. It sounds like a singular person blowing on a horn. And it just sounds like it's getting vaguely closer, but slowly.
Go see, I guess.
Yeah. Don't feel we need to pick up the children.
Oh, somebody, please think of the children.
If I just nip in, are they still in that room? If I just quickly look through Convane's eyes,
yeah, they're behaving.
Still there?
I was tempted, but no, they're behaving.
Good.
Because for as much as they are brightly-eyed and inquisitive, then they're not stupid.
Not stupid.
No.
Yeah.
They're chaotic,
Cool,
but then they're well, at least Cyrus is smart. Tony's a little young, because Tony looks, like I said, she looks about 5, whereas Cyrus looks about 7-ish.
Shall we go to the docks?
We better.
Cool. Run.
Making your way out past the bakers and back into the main, like essentially the main.
It's like 3 streets, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not too far. You probably got to pass like 3 or 4 buildings. That's it. It wasn't too far out the main central thoroughfare, which essentially culminated in the large circular center with the main shop, the general store, the tavern that you all stayed at first, and then the main thoroughfare that goes all the way down to the docks is one big main road. What you see is walking up that road is you can see a human man. Looks on the younger side, probably in his mid to late 20s. You can see that he's holding like a cloth overthrow, like messenger satchel on his side, and you can see he's blowing on a horn loudly. And he'll like blow it, he'll look around, wait a second, take about 50 foot forward, and he'll blow it again around.
I guess also approach him.
Do you just like make yourselves?
Yeah. It's as I will anyway. I don't.
Yeah, I'll be close but cautious. Like my pocket watch is out, like in my hand, just in case.
Ah, yes, I will threaten you with the time, good sir. You don't want to mess with me. You don't want to mess with me. It's 1:10 and I ain't afraid to use it.
Well, yeah, out of character, is Naya still looking at the doomsday clock, and how close are we?
I've not looked yet, but I'm going to in a minute.
Well, Josiah, as you make your way down the thoroughfare, you kind of takes a big breath. Like, finally, took someone long enough to answer. And he'll kind of just grab pull the satchel open in his hand and kind of like burrow in it. Do you know Naivara? Do you know this one?
Maybe.
Do you? Yes or no? I have a letter for her.
Yes.
Can you hand this to her, please? So actually, is she here, or do I have to take it? There's like somewhere else. He goes to hand it and then like kind of holds it back.
No, you can give it to me. I'll make sure she gets it.
There you go. Thank you. And what you'll see is wrapped in like a red like dyed paper and tied in a thick twine. You can see a letter. Doesn't have a name on it, but he's obviously been told the name of the recipient, you would assume. Right. That's my job done. Goodbye.
Wait, why did you come here to deliver this?
Kind of like as he's got turned to like back to Joe Zaranga's turn, like hears you and then turns around again. As I was told she would be here, and I was told to deliver.
By who?
Just friends of yours, I believe.
And they knew she would be here. How exactly?
Kind of shrugs. I was just told to deliver the letter.
I guess. Bit weird, though, Captain.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Today? You turn again. And now he's no longer walking at like a brisk pace. He's not you see him put the horn away in his bag, and he's just kind of taking like a relatively calm stroll down the thoroughfare. He just keeps walking if you don't stop him.
Josiah will like hold the envelope up, see if like Navarro wants it.
Yeah, she will take it immediately. That thing has been ripped over. Like, you know, the string's coming off, and I will look at what it says.
As you open the letter, can you make a dex save?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. 11.
As you open the twine, and you kind of feel like a springy pressure as the twine's unfurled. And as you open the paper, you notice that there's a small metal coil that's inside that was compressed. With the string no longer tied, there is a letter that flutters to the floor, but I'd imagine you kind of like jump back and react a little bit, but it's too late as you are sprayed all across the face and the front with some liquid of some kind, like a mist. Can you make a con save?
Uh, 13, but I guess because I. Oh, wait a minute, bear with me a second. I'm so sorry.
she's panicking. She's panicking.
Says that. Have you got something?
Yeah,
that,
I've been sprayed by a mist, for fuck's sake. Like, I'll use Chronal Shift to try again.
Okay, so that just gets you.
Happen,
Is that a reroll take second result, or is that reroll take the better result?
Reroll take the second result.
Okay, so it's like inspiration and stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll try again. Oh my god! Okay.
Anyway, you've in the moment you immediately take like an intake of breath, a gasp as the shock hits you, and not realizing it until it's a little too late. A lot of this went in your mouth, and with the con save failed, you feel no effect immediately, like in the exact seconds following. But not long after, you start to feel fluttery. You can feel the heart inside your chest start beating faster than it ever has. You kind of feel this consciousness of your own. You start seeing yourself in the third person as you start to feel the effects of something strong, and it's a complete out-of-body experience. Your body loses all sense of feeling. Your body goes numb.
Do we spot this on the outside? And can I shout Vlad to do something?
I would imagine you would all spot it because it was pretty...
Yeah.
I would imagine it was pretty dramatic. Oh, fuck. And then you kind of just watch her kind of like...
I'm thinking chemical drug warfare, and she's just got cocaine in the face.
Pocket cocaine.
Yeah, yeah.
Pocket cane.
Zai will look at the letter
do
as well and be like, what? And grab the letter.
Okay, we'll get to the letter in a moment.
Poisons.
I'll cast that.
Has no effect.
Shit.
It's not. I would say it's not that it has no effect in the sense that it is the wrong answer to the question. It has no effect as in it is not strong enough.
Ah.
Can I ask a question?
Yes. I would
Does
say
it feel like I am losing myself?
Not like you're losing self-agency, no. But it is the biggest trip I don't know how recreationally she's ever taken drugs.
Oh, not at all.
So you wouldn't understand this, but this is probably the most serious and most genuine drug trip she has ever had. You still have full control of your body and your thoughts and your speech, but like I said, you're almost no longer seen out of your own eyes, but you're having like an out-of-body experience where your soul is looking at yourself in a third-person perspective. Your body is completely numb. Your head is buzzing and foggy and twitchy. You can feel your chest beating out of control. You see Vlad come up and cast Lesser Restoration and has no effect. But thankfully...
He cast a greater as well.
But thankfully, consuming 100 gold's worth of dust, which obviously please do mark off
your
sheet.
I've got no diamond dust left, so...
so that was the last of it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's last of mine anyway. I don't know if anyone else has got any.
as you start to hear this tinnitus, like buzzing and ringing, and just as it bouts to peak into what should be a headache if you could feel the pain off, your body is thrown back into itself and you're suddenly back in your own eyesight. Your eyes are double vision for a moment and you're kind of a bit wobbly on your feet as, thankfully, greater restoration is enough to recover this effect. And I would say for the next half hour or so, Rose, she's definitely loosey-goosey on her feet. I'm basically giving her the poisoned condition, just to, because it's the only thing in mechanically wise that makes sense. But she's like loose on her feet and stuff. She's out, like your head's out of it, but you're still conscious. You still can think and speak, but you're kind of a bit mind fucked a little.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a page out of Rosie's book, the letter reads as follows. I'll read it out loud, but...
Are you doing handouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's really fun, isn't it?
The letter reads, "It was worth the attempt. Enjoy the sample of our newest resin. You have all genuinely piqued my interest over these past months, moving to thwart our inevitability with seemingly growing precision. The mind does wonder how you achieve this, but no matter. After 2 of you invaded my home, I was forced to accelerate my plans. Thank you for taking the time to visit us at Ulster's Den. First, as hang on. Thank you for taking the time to visit Ulster's Den. First, as this allowed me to oversee the island's harvesting personally. But to you all, Novara, Josiah, Vlad, Barnet, and to you once of many names, I will see you all soon. Issa."
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
No, it's
Bit
his.
rude,
No,
I
no, no.
wasn't on there.
It's his.
Yeah.
Oh, you was on there.
I know. I'm joking. That once of many names. I'm just going. Oh, didn't mention me.
You get a side eye from Josiah.
The one thing I've just realised reading that out, I forgot to mention. When it said overseeing the harvesting of the island, it referring to this island.
I thought you meant Ulster's. Okay.
No. Basically, because you guys were there, she could oversee here personally. You know that one shot that I ran? In Shot Stay at the club where they played as people where the attack happened at Shot Stay. They found, and Liam can now verify this because he was a player in this, they found Gissa. Gissa was at the docks overseeing the loading onto the ships. But it also seemed that the letter opened with a punch, as it were, to whomever opened it. It was an easy skill check to dodge, but unfortunately the resin is a hard con save if it gets on you. So unfortunately, Rose, yeah, it was a DC 13 to dodge, but it was a DC 20 to resist.
Can I think to myself, is there normally a postal service? The guy who delivered it, is that a thing? Normally?
Nope.
With the horn and... do you want me to run and grab him? Or
it's almost like he may have been one of hers.
Naya, despite being like... she's out of it at the moment. Do you know
you're
what
still
I mean?
fully Corpus Mentis, but yeah, you are a little like, oh... Like hangover, like head dizzy.
Yeah, goes for the door, goes to, like, back to the ship at this point, like, blinking furiously and not quite there.
But one bit of good news to come from this. Something prevented the affliction.
I think that's it, but I think Naya's still concerned.
Nivara probably isn't thinking about that now, but I'm more or less saying this is probably something Nivara will think about later.
Yeah.
It worked.
Good work, Vlad. Yeah.
Because that could have gone sideways very quickly, because, it required a greater or better.
And we need to buy the boy more diamond dust.
Yeah.
More diamonds.
Yeah, Josiah will sort of like help Nova along. Okay.
I'll be a bit quicker going to the docks. Has whatever ship he came on, has that gone? The
Well,
postman.
that entire thing, reading the letter, the recovering stuff, happened over, I'd say, at most a minute. And he wasn't he was not, like, taking the piss walking back, but he was walking slowly. I would say you probably get to the docks and you'll see, just at one of the edges of the docks, you'll see a man, same man, loading himself up onto a small sailing vessel. It looks like there are 3 others on board. You can see that he's just, they're currently in the process of just unfurling the sails and stuff and just getting ready to leave. They probably won't leave immediately, but they are getting ready to.
Is he 120 feet away?
I would say if you take a few moments to get closer now, then yeah, he would be.
Hypnotic pattern.
Okay. They all have the same save, but I'll obviously roll individually. So you got the postman, passed. The 3 crew, all passed. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's a 15, not a 14, but yeah.
Oh, if it's a 15, then my bad. The one that rolled a 13 will fail because it's a +1. So one of them gets afflicted, but the other 3 kind of like, they kind of look at you and just kind of like shake their head, like just like, really? And they'll start. One of them just turns and starts throttling the other guy to wake, like as an action to wake him up.
That'll probably knock him out.
It knocks him out of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Basically, he's going to take 1 point of damage, but they'll throttle him awake. And they just kind of just like look at you disapprovingly, and shake their head at you.
I get a rapier out.
I'm assuming you're still going forward at this point.
Yeah, just stay there. Hang on, we need a word. And I wait for the crew to.
They'll kind of just the postman will kind of lift his hands up like, we're just trying to head back. What are you doing?
Yeah, where did you get this letter from?
From Snake Pit.
Okay, you need to come with me.
No, we have more letters to deliver.
No, you need to come with me.
Are you gonna pay us for the work then? Because we're on a deadline.
Can we catch up?
Yeah.
Please, thank you.
I could hear the panic in Matt's voice.
It's like, I need to do something. I'm not entirely sure what I need to do.
Right, so I'll rock up. Yeah. How did you get this letter?
It's given to us, and we were told to deliver it here at some point in the next few days. We've been coming in each day, making our presence known until someone finally turned up.
Where from? Where did you get the letter from?
Just told your friend here, Snake Pit.
Snake Pit, apparently.
From the Snake City?
Yeah?
You went in as traders and...
No, we worked there.
Okay.
Hey, Auntie, Naya says as she kind of like sidles up over to.
They are all human in physiology, from what you can tell.
Are
they like
slaves? They're enslaved. She's almost like leaning against. I imagine there's like those black things that you have at the edge of like piers and stuff to stop people from just going straight over.
There are ropes tied onto bollards at the ends of the dock that you can essentially like lean on.
You've got more of these things to deliver to other people? Oh, that was out of character. Wrong voice. Do you have other things like what you delivered to me to deliver to other people?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. We were told to.
Okay, then who? Who else are you delivering to?
Got a couple of letters to go to Ivory stands with. And then to the Baroness at 2 point.
Okay, cool. They need to die. These men.
Fucking hell.
Is Naya actually saying
Off
that?
with their heads! Yeah.
Did Naya just say
It's not
that?
fucking around at this point.
Okay, fireball.
Well, no.
Okay,
No!
no, it's happened.
Oh.
Boss told me to kill.
I didn't tell you to kill. I said these men needed to die. Naya is
Actually,
half,
I just realised
out of it.
even on a pass, the last guy that failed the hypnotic pan, yeah, they're dead.
I will
They're
counter
dead.
spell
Ooh.
before she does it.
Oh, you counter-spelling my fireball. Okay, I was a bit keen.
Josiah be like, no, wait.
You see, just Naya's
Okay,
like she just waves a hand and it doesn't happen.
So yeah, you go to cast a 4th level fireball, and you just see this bead of energy, and they all kind of like hit the deck of the ship. But the problem is, the ship is so small, there is nowhere for them to go. Obviously, hinting at the fail. And just as it's about to erupt, is it because it's a? If the spell is
fireball's 3rd level.
no, but
It's
it says 4th level fireball. It says
Oh.
yeah, you upcasted it.
Yes, I did, because I haven't got any thirds.
So you've got to make a DC check, Rose.
10 plus. Okay.
4.
What is it? Oh, uses my spellcasting ability.
Yes.
So that is with intelligence. Oh my god, I will chronal shift that as well. Oh wait, I'm trying to reaction on a reaction then?
Yeah,
don't know if I
you
can
can't.
do it.
It's a reaction to cast counterspell. And if Chronal Shift costs a reaction...
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Whoosh.
I was a bit keen. I shouldn't have clicked it. I should have just said that I was going to.
I don't mind saying it and then taking it back, but the fact that you actually sent it, that's a bit more of a committal.
I should have said it and not just clicked it as it was said.
Yeah, if you just said, I cast Fireball, and then took it back without saying it, I would have been a bit... But you sent it. Unfortunately, yeah. And like I said, even with the 18 from the last roll, that's 16 points of fire damage. They were civilians. They weren't. Yeah. The boat is blown apart, and it is left, and it sinks almost instantly. Like it was a tiny sailing ship, and it just collapses in on itself, and the body's just underwater instantly.
No hope of finding those letters that could have told us things.
Sorry.
You can still look for them.
Sounds like shit. Like it was
Fireball.
I guess he'll try and find the letters because he really wanted to find the Baroness's letter.
Make a it'd be an investigation check, but with disadvantage because you're essentially having to dive for these things. And you're trying to dive into a wreckage. You don't have any gear or proficiencies, I assume, in diving? Yes, Rose?
I'm just looking for something. Wait a minute. Can I use control water? Does it do what I think it does?
I think it does, but it's whether it has enough volume to do what you want it to do.
So it says 100 a cube up to 100 feet on a side, so I can send it 100 feet down, and I just want to part the water using the staff.
I'll pop a mage hand as well to grab.
I would say
anything that
I would say realistically, yeah. If it's 100 feet, yeah,
ignore,
you can. Yeah,
ignore the 7, whatever that is.
I think that's what it is if you relinquish the control over the water. I think that's as the water crashes back. You see.
Yeah.
But you're not doing that. Or at least you are doing that, but people will be clear at that point. So what I'll do, Ben, because of the controlled water, I'll take the leftmost roll because it won't be a disadvantage anymore, which is the 21, which I'm sure you're happy with. I would say you are able to find scraps of the letter, but the thing is they weren't magical or protected in that sort of regard. You are able to find fragments of these letters, but they are just that pieces. You are able to find parts of, but you don't know whether it's the Baroness's letter or if it's a piece of one of the letters for Ivory Sands. But you can find 3 or 4 fragments of letters, like.
Okay.
I'm assuming you scoop up as many as you can.
Yeah, and you'll try and lay them out.
Yeah, they are disjointed, but one of the pieces references.
Whilst we're doing all this, can you send just send off Barnet and Vlad to go pick up the children whilst this is all going on?
Worst to
laying out.
But okay.
I know, but I'm hoping that they'll go and.
Wait a minute. Why am I the worst here?
You know what you did.
You are not the worst. You are the second.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are the second worst.
Thank you. At least get my level right. Right, jeez.
I can't say anything. I just blew up the.
One of the letter fragments. I'll get to those two in a moment. But one of the letter fragments seems to refer to Ivory Sands, as it mentions central dock point and delivery notices. That's what.
Does it have the same?
But like
is it bearing any sort of residue on it? Because metal would have been left behind because the fire wouldn't have burnt that bright. Right?
No, but the thing was, the letter was blown apart, so any spring trap would have sprung in the explosion. He's found scraps of the letters, if that makes sense.
The mechanism is.
Yeah, the
gone.
mechanism. Yeah, because essentially all it was a very weak spring with the resin in, with the letter then folded on top and then pinched together, wrapped in that red paper, and then tied with the stringers. It was a very basic trap, quote unquote. But yeah, no, the fireball would have blown that open. You're lucky you're getting any scraps. Because like
never accepting posts from a strange person again.
I'm just giving you guys trauma about the postman.
No, I genuinely thought in my head.
Rose.
One Rose.
I know. I thought it was from Priscilla. That's who I thought it was from because I was like sitting there in my head going, I'd asked for information from her.
Makes sense, yeah, because
that's when we had a delivery. We had a delivery of like a box of
but
stuff.
Didn't she hand deliver that to you though?
I don't remember the hand delivery.
That was as you two were leaving New Horizons. I'm pretty sure she delivered that herself as their ship was backing out of port. Either that or she sent a runner from the circus itself. I can't remember which one.
We didn't know who it was.
But no,
you know I
understand why you didn't think nothing of it. That also, I never thought about you thinking that, but now you said it, it's like, no, that makes perfect sense. Because, how else would someone randomly know where you are?
It was Red Rat. Yeah, who would...
Oh, the Red Rat,
do you know what I mean?
No. I hadn't thought about it in that sense, but I can fully understand why you fell for it. I did think, fucking hell, you were a bit eager on that, okay.
Yeah.
But now I get it. Now I get it. That was unintentionally pretty genius. Anyway, so the first scrap mentions about central dockyard and delivery instructions and notices. The next fragment mentions about expanding influence from outside the archipelago, and that it mentions including major continents and oceans.
Mm-hmm.
The third and final fragment mentions, and it looks to be essentially a requisition of materials, and you can see like obscenely large numbers of rare metals and ores being requested to be delivered to Shotstay.
She's complicit, I think.
The Baroness?
Mm-hmm. If someone hadn't blown it up, we would have had evidence.
I panicked, and I was told...
Panic?
With
I have allergies.
People.
I have allergies, soz. I sneezed it.
I was a bit angry.
Also, Rose, I do apologise as well, because I saw you put in the Roll20 chat a while ago that you said you checked the time, didn't you?
No, I asked where the time was.
Someone posted. Yeah. Oh, no, it was you. What? Oh, it was you.
It was, I
it was an
asked
end name. That's why I got confused. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I will check the time now, though, that as Josiah's reading over these, I will open the pocket watch and see what time it is.
It's 5 minutes to. And if memory serves correct, that's about a 10-minute jump.
Yeah. Okay, we're not playing around anymore.
But
I need
speaking of playing around, Barnett and Vlad. It is a quiet and simple walk back to the house in which the young children are being held. You find Kavane. Well, no, you won't find Kavane because he's invisible. But you'll eventually go back to Cyrus and Tony, who are just finishing off their quote-unquote supper, because it is still in the evening. So did you find what you were looking for, sir? More talking to Vlad, but talking to Barney as well, I should say.
Yeah. We found many things, thank you.
Yeah, it's alright, because Vlad looks more official, because he's wearing, obviously, his vestiges, whereas Barnett, because you're dressed in normal clothes. It's like the difference between looking at a police officer and looking at Gary from Newport or something, I don't know.
Gary's cool, don't knock Gary.
I know, there's nothing wrong with him, it's just compared, the kids are going to respond more to the policeman, aren't they?
Yeah, that's cool. We found many things, thank you very much. It was very helpful.
Did you find my parents? Our parents?
Unfortunately, we didn't find any survivors.
Oh.
I'm sorry about that. Not that we come across. We found many other different things and some very important information. But at the moment, we come to collect you to take you to safety. If you'd follow us.
I thought Dad would be there because he often used to take me every week to pray when he went out on his fishing trips. And obviously mentioning that you want to take them back. And obviously mentioning that you want to take them back, they'll start grabbing a couple things. Well, yeah, it was good, but the problem is I didn't like it too much because the boat made me feel sick a lot of the time. So he stopped taking me out.
That's understandable. And we'll direct them back to, obviously. We're going to follow Barnett.
Okay. So where are we going, Barnett?
I'll just whisper to Vlad, where are we going?
Barnett, if you lead the way, I'll take up the rear.
Where are we going?
Okay. You'll find out.
Is it like an adventure?
You could say that, yeah.
I always wanted to be an adventurer. And like he kind of waves the chair leg, like going to slay monsters and dragons and like be like the best.
Really?
Yeah. You get to.
I don't think we do that today.
You get to be famous. You get loads of money. You get to do whatever you want. It's cool.
People don't ask you questions.
What, Liam?
People don't ask you questions.
Don't they?
It doesn't matter.
It's not a way to say, shut up.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
It's alright, it's just Barnett.
Eventually, with an awkward silence, you will take the children. Where, Liam? Barnett, where are the children?
Barnett, where are you taking the children?
He's taking it to the little Candyman van.
I think we all know where we're taking the children.
Where are you taking the children?
To the boat.
Okay, thank you.
Yay!
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
This is why I wanted Liam involved, because it'd be so funny.
It was so hard to just find out where are you taking them.
I just wanted the panic then.
You told them to shut up and stop asking questions, and then you didn't know where the fuck you were going.
Just lead them away.
Obviously, on the journey, I want to
have fun.
I want to keep an eye out because I don't trust anything out here, Bo.
Fair. Make a perception check, and we'll say this is just more of a vigilance for immediate threat.
Yeah. Obviously, I would talk to the children, try and keep them as calm as possible during the journey.
Look, you guys left these two in charge. What did you expect?
We got them to where we needed to.
Which is
where? Just to the boats.
Hey! Cyrus is gonna vomit from seasickness. Woo! But thankfully, as it is getting late, we are pushing to the 8s, 9s, 10s o'clock.
I thought you meant in real life then. I was like, no, it's not.
No, in fucking game, you dildo. I mean, we are pushing the 8s o'clock, but not the 9s or 10s. But you're able to get the children back to the ship safely. Niles, Nifara, and Josiah, you also, obviously, way ahead of these two, get back to the ship beforehand. And I would also probably like to assume that you make preparations with the Ottos for the two little guests that don't be alarmed, and also the arrival of Vice Admiral in the morning.
Yeah.
Just so the Ottos don't freak out.
I will summon everybody for a, if it's okay with the captain, for a meeting in the captain's quarters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I assume that everybody attends. Not the children, obviously. Let's get them settled in their rooms and stuff like that.
But every single Otto on board is crammed in, though.
No, just
the speakers one.
You said everyone on board.
Anyway.
Anyway.
It's at 5 minutes to midnight.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's bad.
If the clock reaches midnight, we're done.
Several things seem possible to me. I think it looks like they've got some kind of sleeper cells in Ivory Sands, and obviously they're working with the Baroness at some point. Whether that's trade or whether they're working together, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. She is now a hindrance in our side.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Things just for money. She has no loyalty to anybody, not even to her own people. I think she's thinking more about the monetary value and not about the circumstances what that money is giving to them.
Niles is kind of fakingly putting his hands over his ears, like, I'm not hearing this, but I clearly am.
Continue.
I'm supposed to report back to her. I'm not gonna. I'm supposed
She conned you. I don't know why you would sever any loyalty anymore.
Yeah. And puts his hands down. It's like, yeah, fuck her. You might want to do your eye thing and check nobody's watching.
What?
I
imagine he pops it and Convey's just like sitting over the back of someone's chair, like menacingly.
He's nose to nose with Josiah.
I think it's just aware of any invisibility, like anything that's being invisible.
Yeah, Convey usually is invisible.
Hidden by magical means, I believe, was the word. Just get it coming up.
Thankfully, the room is clear.
60 feet. Location creatures using magic to hide or disguise themselves.
Currently, there is nothing that would be affected by those rules.
Even Kavane?
Well, obviously, apart from Kavane.
Yeah.
I meant, like, nothing else.
Mm-hmm. Is that Kavane over there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else.
I
then.
will turn him off. He will come back to visibility. At this point, I'll be just like, please, visible. You're scaring Desire.
Not scaring. That was something hiding. So, making sure we're clear. So, yeah, options are root out the corruption in Ivory Sands, go sneak in, kill Gisser, or take over the Baroness's fleet. But then the whole point of taking over the Baroness's fleet and getting rid of the Baroness.
That's going to be a whole job on itself.
It's going to be a whole thing, and then Gisser could always do the thing whilst we're fucking around in the east. That's my thing. So I'm going towards
Gisser.
striking Gisser.
Yes, sir.
Right, let's think about the pros and the cons of this. Because I don't want for us to be going rushing in and we cause more harm than we do good. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we are so far on the back foot that we're practically lying down. So, say for example, we hit Snake Pit and she's not there. What is our mission? Is it to destroy the UNT? Are we about to take on an entire city? Or are we trying to sneak in and
what is our objective? Let's get that straight to the point. Our objective is to stop it. Gisser enacting her plans. That is the point of what we're trying to do.
Cut off the head of the snake.
what are her plans?
What are her plans? It seems to be distributing white resin. How is it manufactured?
You haven't found out the specifics. I'll fill this in for you guys. You haven't found out the specifics, but it has been mentioned that it is a product that can only be produced by UNT through alchemical purposes. It seems to involve, in some way, like the venom that they produce. It can only be made by UNT, and can only be made in small quantities with large amounts of the poison produced. So to make a vial, it takes a fair bit. Do you know what I mean?
So it's using Yonti venom and concentrated and then
through synthesizing an alchemical means, which you don't know. Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, that bit you don't know, but you know it's a byproduct of UNT poison, which is the reason why it's exclusively used by them, because they're the only ones that can produce it. And given its obvious negative detractors, there is no reason for any other race to use it.
And just destroying if we know where the alchemical things are, that will, if we can't find Gisser, that is the thing that will slow her plans down at least.
But I don't know what to say. Okay, so from what you are saying is that Gisser plans to somehow get everybody addicted to white resin? Is that correct?
Yeah, from these scraps of paper, it seems to be like through trade routes. There seems to be some trade routes connection. So it seems to be through the Baroness, through the Ivory Sands people. There seems to be some kind of points of trade routes, and also there seems to be a delivery coming here to Shotstay. Metals.
Ow. How does... This is so difficult. She just says, like, looking...
If only someone hadn't blown the letters up.
Not only that, if only someone could tell people what was going on.
Yeah,
the
like
reality.
some of the most obvious and most critical information. Oh no. Anyway.
Okay. So, okay. Let's take this back a little bit. So, they plan to mass transport this out of not just in the archipelago, but out, and they're on about infiltrating, correct?
Yes.
And because they've sped up their plans. How long does it take to produce a vial?
While it can vary a little bit, but realistically, a singular yuan-ti can make a singular vial over the space of about 3 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
A single yuan-ti, 3 weeks, 1 vial. But you've got to also obviously assume 1 yuan-ti is not making all of the resin.
How many of them are there?
Making this resin, yeah. So every 3 weeks, like how many vials are being made?
Isn't it pure bloods? It's not like...
Yes, that's correct. It has to be the pure bloods, the abominations and stuff. I mean, again, you kind of don't know this in character, but yeah, that is correct.
The thing is, the math doesn't work out. So say, for example, there are 10,000 yuan-ti. That's a big number. I would more likely say it is closer to probably about 3,000.
We would have noticed that many.
Yes. So let's say 3,000. Majority of them at Snake Pit, but some on other islands, like Chishira, and others hiding themselves. Let's say that every 3 weeks, over the past 4 months, they have each produced a vial. So, over how many weeks is that? So 12 weeks. So that's each one would have been able to produce 4 vials. So that means there's only 12,000 vials out there.
Only.
If
that's still a lot of vials.
If
a lot of damage.
Because you've got to consider realistically, about 25 vials took over Shot's day.
Yes. But the thing is to remember...
You've got maintenance doses.
Exactly. So this is where...
If they're putting it in booze and they're making it into a powder and they're...
Oh no, it wasn't a powder. In the letter, it wasn't a powder, it was liquid. It was it was like a mist, like where you go and you spray it for breeze or something.
Right, okay. If they're putting it...
That's on.
Yeah.
They're changing the chemical... Yes, but it's not. So, do you know how many people approximately live on Tierra?
Millions.
Who are living and breathing? Yes. Millions and millions of people.
I would, just to give you guys an idea, especially for you, Naivara, at current timeline, I would say, safely, there is probably a couple 100 million on the planet. That sounds about right.
12,000 vials, and you need maintenance vials, so you need to have a vial every day. Say that the population of Yuan-ti continue to, grow this over time, meaning that they can effectively sustain less than 2,000 people addicted at any one time. Correct?
Right.
Because they would keep producing. So every 3 weeks, which is 21 days, so you would need 21... actually, it's not even that. You would only be able to really sustain 500 people. Because you have 21 days to produce, right? Do you understand?
Yeah, carry on.
Yes, yeah. So over 21 days, each one of those people can produce. But every single day, somebody needs a sample, or they will horrifically die. Unless it's new resin, because obviously that did less effect to me. I've never heard of that's not how it works, right? You shouldn't have been able to do what you did to me, Brad. you saved me, and I am very grateful for that as well. If I ever get not one of those things again, I hope that somebody kills me. But thank you for saving me. Thanks for that, resin.
Maybe this is a new resin where they can.
They're speeding up.
It's a watered down version.
Danny, did I ever hear about alternate forms of resin?
As in like different forms of the same resin.
As in, from my knowledge, did I ever hear about different sort of like patterns, or was it all the one that I'm thinking of singly, which is super mess?
Make a history check.
Okay. Now you roll good.
Hey!
Not when I was near. I did. Oh, by the way, FYI, out of character, I thought I was about to have to put Naya down.
Oh no!
Like I was thinking.
I heard the panic in your voice. I heard you go a little wibbly. But
just a little.
It's okay. No, white resin, in its crafted form, can only be made in one singular way. However, what can be done, and what maybe has been used in other circumstances, like the kegs and stuff, is you can water down and dilute it to basically cast a wide net, catch a lot of people, get them while they're in their withdrawals, and then basically select the ones that you wish to keep, and the others are left to... Yeah. So it's a good way of, like, it's... And in some cases, if it's diluted enough, it is not permanent, the effects, but it's enough that by the time the UNT could rock up, they could then administer the pure stuff and get you done. You know what I mean? Sometimes if diluted enough, like in maybe some alcohol, while the effects of withdrawals are severe, they are not necessarily life-threatening because the effects would eventually dissipate. If it's pure, however, yeah, GG's, bud. Unless you've got like some bullshit strong cures like Greater Resto and stuff, yeah, you're done. So it is possible by the other resins mentioned is maybe diluted stuff that they use to infect a town, and then they come in while them suffering the effects of and basically sweep it up and then give the pure stuff to the ones they want. Does that make sense? I'm giving you a lot because the 23 is solid and you already know a lot.
Okay. So, are they... It seems like their plans have changed slightly from what I understood. Okay. Barnet, what do you think we should do?
Barney?
Really nothing. Right.
He's typing,
damn
but
it,
he's not
Liam.
talking.
Yeah, I think his mic's busted.
He's talking just in sign language, isn't he?
The reason why I'm asking is because I'm trying to make sure we're all allied on the same page and we actually understand the threat that we are under. It is... We can't fuck around anymore. We need to attack and... you know, forgive me for my phrasing, but strike where it hurts. If we went for Doll, he is a clone. He could have other clones. It is nothing. We are
Well,
not
yeah,
going to
you
stop him.
already killed Doll, but you were made aware that he's not the only one.
So?
I was just going to say, can we make a big bomb? Like, Gisser, kill Gisser, but also a big bomb, set them back, just fuck them up.
Potentially. We do know a very powerful creator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can either go for Gitter, try and eliminate their power structure. We could also take out the Baroness, who is obviously their resource. It is usually an effective tactic to eliminate how they receive things, because it'll slow them down. We just need to know what their plans are. It just seems like we are constantly following. They had a large number, not a large number, but the fact that the children saw those powerful women here, one of them being Gissa.
Danny, am I correct? There were things being delivered to Shotstay.
The one mentioned grossly large amounts of rare metals and ores, with the delivery point being Shotstay, yes. And that was in one of the Gissa letters, so you know it was correspondence from Gissa herself.
Can I have a look at the list of metals? Yeah, thank you. Can I have a look through the list of metals?
Yeah.
And just...
go on.
What's on there? Like, what's on there?
You can see, like, fired steel is one, which is expensive. You can see large quantities of raw copper, titanium, and platinum. There is no mention of why, but...
Oh, no. I can't believe they're going to do it.
Do what?
Oh, sorry. Copper is a conductor, right? It conducts lightning and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, what do these other metals share?
Don't know, but I'm guessing you're going to tell me.
Wait. Oh, look at anybody. Is there anybody that's like looking at with some...
Well, just I heard fired steel, copper. What were the others?
Platinum
it's all conductors,
and titanium.
isn't it?
Yeah, Desire, what did we see in the city?
Dead bodies? I don't...
No, when we were at Snake Pit, what did we see?
Like weird power energy things?
Yes.
So, yeah.
Exactly. I think they're trying to build something. If they need that sort of things, I'm not sure why.
Yeah, like if they were building something, the quantities of the metal in poundage, like this thing will be big, whatever it is. You're talking like tens of thousands of pounds worth of these metals.
Exactly.
And with the copper, you are talking about 100,000 pounds in weight. This is so like you are talking tens and tens and hundreds of thousands of gold pieces worth.
They're going to build some sort of... I don't know what it is.
The Doomsday Machine.
Yes, pretty much.
All right. Are they going to build it here? Or are they going to get the things delivered here at least?
When we were... Oh, it was a while back, wasn't it? I'm just trying to see, did we have anything... Oh my god, come on, brain work.
Are they building it on Snake Pit? And is it shootable by cannon? We could... You know how many cannons this ship has? We just broadside fucking Snake Pit. I'm just saying.
Gumption.
Nuke it from orbit.
Bombardment!
I don't think that works exactly. Do you know how the rate of things dropping? You can if it was on the on the coastline, but as soon as it's further
know how
in.
to shoot a cannon.
Yes,
you know.
but do you know how cannonballs work?
I know there's a
You
drop-off.
are a pirate. Yes.
Yeah,
We
cannons
get the
can fire.
outbuildings.
Let me double check your cannon stats, but I want to say it's like 200-300 feet.
The amount of cannons we've got, we can fuck up a shitload of land.
Your cannons
Just saying.
right. I'm just saying your cannons can only fire 240 to 360 feet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So if it's not on the shoreline,
like no fire said, yes. Like no cannonballs, like really don't have the muzzle velocity that you're thinking. Like not at all. Like
That's
a
right.
trebuchet,
Well,
to be fair, a catapult would probably have a better range.
Yeah. Range. Yeah.
What I was going to say is you probably got a couple more 100 feet if you're not being accurate, because that's you trying to hit something. Whilst if you're
mortaring it, yeah.
But it's still like, what is it going to be? Tops 500 feet, like even with like accuracy, if that makes sense.
What we need to do is somehow get in. It is always. There are so many historical events where people have snuck in somewhere and then used something to basically destroy the plans of whatever it is. It is a proven, tactic is infiltration. Right?
Can't we get Archaea to... They have a network. They have a teleportation network. Can't we get Archaea just to bonkers in it?
Steal their teleport.
Well, just get entrance to it and then get in like we did before. It may be through another way, but still through the network.
If Archaea knows where there is another location, it would work. We then all just need to disguise ourselves.
Naya, are you capable of the teleport spell? If you know this location, you'd be able to teleport. Do you know the spell? I'm not entirely sure.
I don't.
If you know the location and you learn the teleport spell, you would be able to just drop us all there.
I need time.
Yeah,
do you know the teleportation spell?
I do not, but I can look into it. You're the one who knows. You're the one who's been there, apparently. So you knowing the location would be the better one.
But we also know, I do agree with what Josiah is saying. We knew of a location where we could get in. I don't think we could go that way again, but there might be others. Other, chutes that we could use, other transportation. And if Archaea knows of these places, we use one of these back doors, to gain access.
If you could also make us a big fuck-off bomb, that would be helpful.
Yep.
The question is, do we need to take... This will slow them down, but it will not stop them.
Well, we also try and take out Gisser as well, is what I'm saying. We do a twofer.
And if we take up their production of this serum drug that they're making, that's going to stop a lot of their plans. If they're building an army with a drug and we stop the production of that drug, they're fucked, right?
It will give us time to dismantle their networks then. The Baroness, whoever's at Ivory Sands.
Okay. Are we ready for this?
No, but let's do it anyway.
I don't think it fucking matters if we're ready or not. We do this or we don't.
We haven't got a choice at this point.
No.
Every time we wait even longer, we are going to get into a worse and worse situation.
I'll tap on my tattoo to Archaea.
Yes. Well, it wasn't a tattoo, it was a serum injection, but yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Archaea, could you come to where we are now? We need to talk. It's important.
What time is it? Because Morgan's coming in the morning as well.
Oh,
this afternoon.
Can you tell him that we don't need him? That is a very bad idea.
I don't have the spell slots left.
Yeah, okay.
So you reach out to... hang on. Liam can help.
Yeah, so if
hang on, Liam
Naya
can help.
wants to...
Liam can help. Hang on, read the chat.
Oh.
Why aren't you talking?
Liam.
Oh.
What?
So
yeah, one expended spell slot. So you, Barnet essentially touches Niles and gives him. You need to roll a dice though. Roll that dice, Liam.
I need a third level.
He needs to roll D3. Oh, it gives us level 1.
you're again a level 1.
I have all my level 1s. Thank you.
Barnet says, I can help. Touches Niles. And Niles gets given a spell slot he already had. Okay.
Yeah.
I will cast it then. Oh, yeah. Send it to Morgan. Panic over. We no longer need to speak in the morning. We will reach out soon. Thank you for your assistance.
Deception check.
Damn it! Can I chronal shift that? I have got another one.
Yeah.
I realise it doesn't sound quite right. Use a second one. Try again. Oh my god! What is with my rolling tonight? I'm so
bad.
Do you need a nap?
No, it's because I'm DMing all the time now. It's the curse of a DM. Your rolls start getting worse over time.
Oh, it's whizzes at crucial points because Alice gets remember fucking Graham? It was just like, what? No.
Not how dice work.
I appreciate the concern. I'm glad things are settled, but if things were as bad as you say, I think it would still be important for me to visit in the morning.
It's a stone, right? It's not like a permanent place. Like, could I move it and drop it?
I believe theirs is a stone, but I think ours is permanent.
No, ours is built in
It's
deliberately.
carved into
So
the
we
ship,
can't.
yeah. Nothing stopping you trying to
We're trying-
destroy it, but it is carved into the
Scratching out a
bulges.
teleport circle.
Josiah will just say, I can dissuade him in the morning. It's fine.
Or do we try and turn him over to our side?
Well, I'll put feelers out. I will.
Yeah.
You do your thing. I do mine.
Okay.
It'll be fine. So you're now contact. I'm now going to contact Arkai.
Yeah. Well, you had. The connection's been open this whole time. Arkier's just been quiet.
Sorry.
He's just been waiting. He realises you've got a lot going on. So I assume you were contacted with intention. It seems like you're all panicked.
The Yonti are making very large moves, taking over islands, building some kind of doomsday machine. Lots of heavy metals. We could do with your assistance. Ideally, breaking into their teleport network. And if you got something powerful that could set back their civilization, that would be appreciated. Destroy infrastructure.
And how have you heard news of this doomsday weapon that they have constructed?
Could you come to us and we'll show you the pieces of paper and the evidence and that
There's a knock at your door.
Yeah. You'll do a deception check and you'll try nonchalantly, like, from the thank you, Arkai. But he's secretly like, ha! He's going to do a Perception check. See if he's...
to see if he plays it off.
Yeah. Can't get below an 8, so let's give it a go.
16.
Yeah, no.
He opens the door.
He's like, okay.
Not the first to be stunned by it, do not worry, but I can't stay for too long. I am currently in the middle of a ritual. I have put on stasis for the moment. You said they are building a weapon.
He'll hand over the metals. The metal, piece of paper. Their leaders asked for this to be delivered to Shotstay. And we know
looking at the paper intensely for a moment, but obviously there's not much to go on, and you'll kind of see him just weave his right hand a little bit over the paper. And as he kind of...
Does he fix the paper?
He grabs the paper with two hands and rips it in half. But as he does, the paper concertinas like a paper string, and then reforms into a whole piece. Starts looking
immediately looking at the paper again.
Yeah,
I'll look over his shoulder. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Could you do the other ones as well, please?
In a moment, I will just allow me to.
Thank the gods.
Yeah, thank the demigod.
Yeah.
All of this looks like potential for construction of machinery of some sort, but I'll be honest, it is not my forte. I do not know too much, but looks like components for some machine of sorts, but something of this scale, I would have no idea to tell you what.
It surely can't be good, though. A huge machine.
I have guesses, but again, none of them good, but guesses.
What are your guesses? You're a highly intelligent individual.
One of the potentials is to use it as whatever this may be, is to be some sort of gargantuan large-range weapon of sorts. A sort of cannon of grand scale. Other could be the means of mass teleportation. The ability to send hundreds, thousands of people simultaneously in a single shot without the use of spell slots, as you would be aware of it. The arcane weave would not bear the weight of this. Or, what's even worse, is maybe breaking the confinement of one of their gods. It has been rumored that weapons could pierce Celestia and those sealed away, similar to what we encountered before with the Unnamed, the one that was with Prescott, friend.
Not my friend.
Figure of speech, I know. Those are some of the options, but there are many more. The problem is with machinery. It's becoming increasingly clear that once it is more reliable, it can make a great deal of things beyond our even imagination, and maybe even the weave itself, but that is not for thousands of years to come. But those are some of the options. Anyway, you said you had other letters. I'm assuming they're of the same importance.
Yes, someone from our party accidentally destroyed them. So you'll hand them over.
Looking at Niles. Easily done.
Looking very guilty.
Kind of takes the delivery notice one, I'm going to leave the juicy one till last, because, funny. Kind of rips and tears it, concertinas and stitches back together. Places it on the desk and kind of just looks it over. And essentially, I haven't got it written out, but what this letter entails is, it is a person that is working on behalf of the UNT, that is working on the docks in Ivory Sands, and it's a network hub of sending shipments out to the different islands in the coming future of deliveries of the agents in which to begin the chaos. You do notice that at the top of the letter it mentioned about a top-up in their affliction being included. So you would probably assume the trap, quote-unquote, wasn't a trap for their letter, if that makes sense. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what that
No,
means.
that's fine. No, that's fine. I just thought, because I couldn't hear nobody, I was worried I'd cut out then. But yeah, essentially, there is someone there that is under resident control that will be handling the sending out of deliveries, and these deliveries seem to be coming via ship. So there are ships under the control of the UNT that they would be sending these deliveries to, because obviously they can't send the deliveries themselves because they would be found.
So it's a shipping network out of Ivory Sands. Okay.
Yeah, being used of enslaved people. So there are a number of ships. It doesn't mention how many. It just says ships will be sent there. You will be responsible for sending these ships with the goods to this island, this island, this island, this island.
Is it just every island in the archipelago?
Yeah, but there is an order, and you'll notice that it seems to be the islands, populated islands closest to Snake Pit first, and then spreading out further east and northward. Which is hence why Ulster's Den and Shot's Day seem to have been attacked first, because with the exception of the Expeditionary Island, which is populated technically, they're the closest populated islands. Next would be Crescent Slants, then Ivory Sands, then Crimson Blossom, then it would be, yeah, and further on. The last letter, Comest Ever, is the juicy one that you guys are all looking forward to. And he rips and tears and he concertinas and stitches back together. And you will notice that it is double-sided. Whereas the other letters are single-sided, this has a lot of information in. And again, I don't have it written up because I didn't intend for you guys to get it, but I did know he had it, if that makes sense. So I will, as best as I can, like, give you
summarize.
Summarize and give you the highlights. It is a letter of an offer being made to the Baroness. The offer is that she will have control of the archipelago and allow the UNT to essentially make her into a puppet state, almost, and expand their influence outside of the archipelago, as the UNT have showed their hand to the Baroness in that they intend to create dominion over the entire of Terra. It mentions that if they cannot work a functional relationship, that they will have to install someone else in her position, and that she hopes that the Baroness will take this notice with great care and send a delegation, including herself, to Snake Pit for a meeting, or they will have to go and reach out to her personally. Essentially, what you understand, it is an offer for staying in power through a vague and direct threat of, if you do not comply, we will find someone who will. They offer her the power of still remaining in control of the archipelago, but essentially as a vassal, a puppet. And then on the backside, it has a lot of the legalese of what she would have control of, and she would have autonomy to rule the islands as she wished, but the UNT would have a governor in place that could veto any decisions made and then make decisions on her behalf instead. It mentions that the deal to be made doesn't have very long for a response, as the UNT do intend within the next 2 months to have fully made their moves. That's about what you understand from that letter.
Mm-hmm. Josiah will say, it might have an in there, though. Some of us could look like the Baroness.
Exactly the same thing. And some of you should already have scrolls. I can do some more. We could infiltrate.
Well, someone can do it without magic.
And you do know the Baroness.
Yeah.
Are you guys really thinking what I'm thinking you're thinking?
Oh yeah. We pretend to be the Baroness and a troop of people. We arrive.
Yeah, but you are aware that Matt will have to leverage the majority of this talking. If he
Matt is okay. He can do it. Like, no poo-pooing other people's potential. You can do it, Matt. I
believe in Matt.
I believe in Joe Henry.
I believe in Matt. I do.
Matt doesn't.
That's why I was concerned, because I immediately heard I don't like where this is going.
You just need to get us into an audience with Gissa. That is it. Do you know what I mean? Get us into there.
Mm-hmm.
We could negotiate on your behalf, do all that sort of things. All you need to do is just look thoughtful and stuff like that. Mimic her.
I can do that.
We can talk it out anyway.
If the DM will let the dice do the talking.
Nope.
That's
a cop-out.
You'll be fine. You can have a conversation with us normally. You can have a conversation in D&D. It's not too dissimilar. You will be fine. But this is one potential option. There are many more.
Thank you, Arkai. Is there anything that you could give us that would make a massive explosion?
There are certainly potential alchemical reactions that would be volatile if mixed in a certain way. While I cannot give them to you directly, I can at least tell you where they are and what you definitely shouldn't do to keep the ingredients stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you needed to pass message on? As called me here, but must be getting back soon. I have been working on my daughter, as you know.
That is on my to-do list. It's just, this seems...
I'm in the process of constructing a ritual chamber in which to tether the body to the soul safely, keeping the body in the facility and then allow the soul to go beyond.
So you may not need us at all.
Well, I would definitely need someone to enter still, but it takes a lot of the risk of going in their body and soul. Or if things get too dire, can pull the cord, as it were.
It might have to be something in the future. Yes. Are we going to try and go for the BBEG before the end of the campaign? Like, what were we planning to do? Funny. Okay.
You think it's so easy, why don't you?
Okay. Kanaya had just been watching everyone's faces when Arkaia was explaining stuff and just see, are people like clicking? Does it make sense to everybody?
How does everybody feel? Does everybody feel like they're getting an idea? Does anyone look standoutedly confused, lost, or
bewildered?
Barnes is there smiling, isn't he?
Yeah.
My concern is more about the people who are getting affected. And the fact I need to go shopping for diamond dust.
Well, our one supplier might shortly be a puppet. Okay.
Do we have a teleporter
We have
to?
diamonds, right? Maybe we just turn it into diamond dust. Sorry.
Do we have a teleporter to Ivory Sands?
Nope. I want to Underbelly's Ascent.
Oh.
Yep, I keep meaning to and I keep forgetting.
We can send Wade's Rest there and just teleport to them.
They're like.
Wade's Rest, so
where are they? Yeah.
Shell's Island.
Okay. Did I set up... Wait a minute, let me double check. Did I set up the settlements as a location? I'm trying to remember now.
You did, I believe.
No, I've got Archaea, Wade's Rest, Storm's Lance.
Ah.
What's Storm's Lance?
I don't know.
Oh, that's like this shit. It's the Cause of Chaos original name.
Yeah. Yes, that makes sense now. I forgot that was its original name because you changed it.
I thought I did, I must not. I keep meaning to. That's so annoying. Okay. I think we're going to have to prep for tomorrow's meeting and see how that goes. That will tell us our next steps forward.
Mm-hmm. I'm tempted to be... Is Archive so yeah.
For the moment, yeah.
If you can please send words of what not to mix together, because it could have volatile explosions if you do so. That would be most appreciated.
I will make sure to leave a note in the waiting lobby of the facility where your cube is set, along with the ingredients that should be kept separate and how to store them.
Perfect. Thank you, Archaea.
No, it is quite right. It is good of you all to do the work you have done. Fortunately, I wish I could be more directly involved, but there are things above myself that will not allow.
No, I understood. I always thought the gods should have done more. It makes sense if they were not able to.
And he will turn, go to the door, open it, in which what you do see is you see an Otto frozen in the pose of about to, like, start yelling, like, intruder.
Snitch on him.
And, like, it's completely frozen. And as the door shuts, you then hear the Otto from the other side of the door. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Negative. Intruder has left.
Just the wind. Right. How are we giving Morgan an ultimatum, or are we going softly?
I think we appeal to his nature to want to survive.
I was tempted to show him the letter and see what his reaction was.
I agree.
Okay.
I don't care what they're going to say to the Baroness. It's basically it makes her into, what's the word? A puppet, I think, is quite sufficient.
No, yep.
No power, no control. She is in place, but there will be people in her team, they might take them out. It is a survival thing. If he's as smart as I think he is, I think you will understand the severity of what is about to happen.
Very well. And I guess your body sits because it's in the captain quarters. He sort of just sits on the table, and now it takes a drink, like sits by the table. Meeting over, I guess.
Thank you, Captain.
Eventually, you'll all be able to return to your evening. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
Yes.
Oh,
of course I would.
Go on, man. What the fuck you doing?
I'm gonna send a message to Osha, the scribe.
Yep.
Back in Ivory Sands. Are you noticing anything strange?
Is that it?
That is it, yeah.
Response comes
so, like the way she responds. Yeah.
Apologies. I was asleep. I don't think so. Nothing stood out as strange recently. Apologies. I
don't send another message.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll check on the kids. Make sure they're comfortable.
Yeah, the kids have been given one of the guest rooms, essentially, or at least one of the unclaimed rooms, I should just say. They're doing fine. They're happily talking to each other. They're occupied. It seems almost like none of it's truly sunk in yet, so they're kind of like just gliding along at the minute. But they'll chat with you for as long as they'll allow.
I've got some food and drink and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that was assumed. I didn't think...
Oh.
Yeah, that was assumed.
Cool.
But everyone will be able to get some rest. A new day will come once again. Excuse me? Yes. I have to yawn. And then the morning will be disrupted with you guys getting ready for first light and the intersection of Morgan into the hull of your ship. As the Ottos will alert everybody that your guest has arrived. He's currently in the storage hold. Do we allow him through?
Bring him up to the captain's quarters, please.
And much more fancier accommodations than the last meeting. He's brought up to the captain's quarters. I assume at varying points the other party members follow and join as well?
Yep.
Okay.
I will say Naya only slept for 4 hours, so yesterday was proper, what's the word? Like conspiracy theorying it out and trying to figure out everything and put it all together in like a big, what could be going on.
Okay. Eventually piling back into Josiah's room, Morgan will obviously speak out. Right, so you said everything has been resolved here now, so do you want to explain what has been going on so we can at least have an understanding? You said the place was raised, but looking outside when it was coming through, it looks far worse than you explained.
Eonti are making a big play for power. Taking over towns now. And they were going to send this to the Baroness, and he hands it over. Letter.
And he'll start to look it over. I actually think that we wouldn't respond if they sent a letter like this. He's kind of talking to himself. Why would they act so brazen? They've only just begun to show themselves. They're surely not strong enough. Why did you pick up this letter?
We were given our own letter, which was more tried to kill us.
I'm assuming you show him the letter or no?
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, why not?
Do you think the Baroness would accept that offer?
Absolutely not. If anything, it would provoke an armada.
I don't think there will be much of an armada left.
Well, no, if she was due to receive this letter, I would almost guarantee you the following day she would mobilize every able ship.
Okay.
Including the Dawn and I.
And probably
Can
all the
I
sleepers
do a
held.
roll from whatever I know of the Baroness? Is
History
that
check.
true?
I would also like to point out, if that happens, every sleeper cell probably in your own people would activate.
Niles, you are aware that for as much as the Baroness has always held herself in regards as the lady, the lord and lady, like aristocrat that overrules everything with puppet fingers, never gets her hands dirty, etc., etc., the matriarch of the archipelago, she's not one for being provoked. Take it lightly. You have seen many number of times when people have spoken out of turn in meetings, or at least you've heard the stories of in some cases, where things can escalate extremely quickly. For as much as the Baroness is extremely intelligent and collected at times, in certain situations she's prone to a flared temper, and a very rapidly flared temper at that, if certain buttons are pushed. Which can,
If
and
she's
often
threatened,
does,
she's coming out
resolve in...
swinging.
Yeah. If something is challenged her, especially on this sort of level of challengement, she would push back with everything she's got and look for total annihilation. Which is also the reason why the Dawning Ire never leaves 2-point warnings very often, because that ship is only ever mobilized when absolute destruction is aimed for. Because it is stupendously large. It's not too much bigger than your ship, but it is still a little bigger. But obviously, back to what Nivara said. We have so many people on our vessel, surely a dozen or so.
What you need to protect yourselves against is your food and water supply has been spiked.
Right. This is their method of delivery.
And this is how they will weaken you. If they have a spy in place, that's how they will resolve. Get you hooked to their poisons.
You kind of see him, like, you see his eyes darting left and right, as he's obviously calculating stuff in his mind. As he's listening to every word you're saying, but he is deeply thinking at the same time. But go on, Nivara.
Clerics are able to purify food and to purify water, drink. They will become vital in the oncoming threat.
Yes, we have...
I suggest you buy some.
We have a number of clerics in our crews. We know to a few more in the archipelago that are unaligned at the moment, including a couple of stubborn ones we can speak with. So, when did you retrieve these letters?
Yesterday.
Last night.
They were sailing by ship, correct?
Yes.
I'm pre-assuming you kind of told him, sort of thing. So
yeah.
That
He
wasn't,
said, yeah, it was
that wasn't like, oh,
yeah.
how did he know?
Yeah.
So if they're threatening in 2 months' time their work would be done, and you're probably talking about 2.5 months, maybe, assuming they would give enough time for the letter to be delivered, surely.
Less.
Less.
Yes. So, in my letter, it explained that we had sped up their plans, no? If they catch any wind and suddenly things are moving against their favor, they are likely to try and speed up again. Within 2 months, I think they plan to do what they need to do.
But surely
I don't think it is.
We force them...
Let me finish, please, Morgan. What I think that they are trying to say in this is we have 2 months or it's too late. We need to be moving now.
Yes, and if we force them to expedite their plans, then surely their plans aren't going to be as watertight as they expected. Because if we make any movement, they're going to do things regardless. So, the quicker we act, the quicker we can catch them on their heels, and at least have a chance. If they're as prepared as you're making them out to be, this is time sensitive. Yeah. What are you
this
inside
whole conversation?
Yeah.
I want to see. I'm looking at him to see if he shows any symptoms that he could be resin populated. If at any point in this, that
gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to see if he's a
any
super
hint
agent.
of pre-knowledge.
Yes. Is that okay?
Yep, you may roll. I always ask for insight what you're looking for, because obviously I don't want you to just say, I want to see whatever. Do you know what I mean? But if you like, does he look shifty? Does he look like he maybe knew this information? Right? That I'm more than happy with.
Yeah.
But with a 9, however...
I can't roll to save my life tonight.
Maybe.
Like, literally.
Your rolls are like rolling an IKEA chair. It's just not working.
I've got really high things as well, like an intelligence and whatnot. I'm still rolling terrible tonight. Anyway, continue on.
May I keep this letter to show to the Baroness? Because obviously this is something she does need to see. The quicker the better.
Sorry, I have one more question first.
Yes.
Can I show him the list of all the different, like, amounts? Have you been supplying them with this?
Takes a look at it. It would be a question I would need to specifically ask of Chichichik, but we do supply most of these materials. However, the platinum, we do not have the means, or the copper, to be fair. We have no means of getting that quantity.
Okay. I suggest you stop delivering things to the western side of the archipelago. Just for the time being. You could be supplying something to the people that are threatening your leader. I would not assume that you are more powerful or stronger than they are. The thing with individuals like these, if they fail, it is worse than if they succeed, so they will do anything to succeed. It makes them dangerous.
Like
Don't
cornered
assume.
animals.
Like cornered animals. A little bit more like, you know, you put your hand in your pocket and there's a snake in your pocket, and if you move anywhere near it, it's going to bite you. You didn't know it was there.
And
trust me.
Talking back to sleep agents, how do we find these people? What signs are there?
Can I give him the signs, or if somebody is...
Yeah.
I will talk about the newer strange as well, so I will explain the
temporary one.
Yeah, the weird one that made me feel like... Did it feel like I was suddenly, like, shunted out of my body, like I was placed outside of it, like an astral thing, or was it like...
No, not like you'd lost... No, nothing like you'd lost control and you were just observing. It was more of a... Your mind's eye was outside of your body. It was an out-of-body experience, but you were still in control.
Okay. So I'll talk about delirium. I'll talk about aggressiveness.
You would realise after thinking about it more, all of the symptoms that you felt were mild, and this is weird because of how bad it was for Naivara. These were mild symptoms of white resin poisoning. So it kind of gives you some empathetic insight as to how bad it must be for the people.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, I know. You all heard me freaking out when it happened, so
I'm just I'm just saying it's not like a new set of symptoms, it's just extremely mild versions of. So these people that you've encountered under the white resin influence, God knows how they must be feeling, those under true control.
Yep. So she will explain the delirium, the fact that they're not really themselves anymore, the lack of empathy for others. She'll explain the lack of any feeling but like blissful content, lack of pain reception as well. She'll talk about, like, literally she'll go through all the things that she knows to be symptoms of white resin. The fact that probably if they haven't had a hit, they'll start to act skittish, like their heart is beating out their chest, etc., etc. Do you know what I mean? So trying to tell all stages of all she knows about it. Do you know anybody who's showing this already?
I intend to do a full medical, physical, mental test on every member of the ship, and also making visits to other ships in our order to perform these tests also.
Watch out as well, because they'll put it on blades and trying to deliver it into your system via a cut.
So it can be delivered via the mouth and via weaponry, assuming
just as long as it's inside the body.
Well. Right, so as long as it gets inside you, it does not matter how.
Exactly. I think it is. I think these newer strains are transferred in different ways. I think it is. If it is that it minimizes the potency, it can be transmitted differently. From my understanding, it was that it had to be drank in pure form, but it seems like these new ones, it's being diluted and ingested. I breathed in a mist. The other ones, wasn't it the what was his name? The guy in Ulcer's Den, how he was cut by a blade.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
You've looked through the city and there is no one left. Mr. Rick, do you have any idea where these people have been taken to?
Snake Pit, probably. Ulcer's Den. Anywhere now under their control. I would suggest maybe contacting any ships that you have on the western side and getting them to check in. But cautiously. They could have also... Weren't they going potentially to Shock Jade?
Yeah.
Oh, no! It just seemed like literally put her head in her hands again.
What?
Oh, that would be... Shock Jade! You suddenly have a massive machine, you put a lot of Shock Jade into it. That
Shock
is an
Jade,
amplifier.
one of its main purposes is used in electrical and lightning-based amplification purposes. That was quite funny, because I almost imagine, as Naivara was saying it, I almost imagine that throw the head back like, oh, fuck, no!
Yeah, it's literally that. It's like...
That was quite funny then, because I actually saw that in my head. I saw that clear as day.
Yeah. And I mean, since the whole thing that was going on with Ulcer's End, neither seems slightly detached. Like, she's trying to take part in things, but it's almost like you're noticing her eyes are drifting off elsewhere. Like, she's not seeing things. Like, a bit, you know, when someone, like, stares into the middle distance, but there's stuff going on in their head rather than what they're doing. But that was literally, she was in that moment. She just kind of looks at everyone and goes, the Shock Jade. if it's fell, then they could be further along than what we thought. We need to act now. This is not the time for negotiations or weeding out. It needs to be fast, it needs to be quick, it needs to be severe. Cut the head off the snake.
So we're going for our plan then.
Yeah. Can you get lots of like really volatile materials, Morgan?
Say that again, sorry.
Can
We're
you
asking
get
for bomb supplies.
Yeah, we're asking for bomb supplies. What Desire said.
I can procure some, yes.
Good, we need a lot.
I will...
And
Yes?
and diamond dust.
We'll see what I can obtain. I'm going to return to the Dawning Hour now. I will drop off what I can in 2 or 3 hours.
And if you see anything that worries you, you are just sending away. Feel free to talk to us. We might be understanding.
I don't have the capability, but I will ask someone
I'll
who
check
can.
in. Niall's here, we'll check in.
Fortunately,
And
he
they-
does have some spellcasting ability, but not one that includes sending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, if I remember right, I don't believe warlocks have sending, do they? I might be wrong.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because he's
No.
a rogue warlock. That's what I built him as. Because he's a swashbuckling warlock.
I wonder who his patron is.
Ah, that's an interesting question. Oh no! Oh no, that's wizard I'm looking at. No, hang on. My bad. No, I was right. He doesn't have sending, so yeah, I was right. But there are plenty of means at his disposal in which he can find a way around it. Either through scrolls or, oh, you fucker, cast this spell for me. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So, once he's gone back
Yep.
to the Dawn and I or left the ship.
Which he does pretty much momentarily after.
I don't think we should go down the Baroness arriving route
No.
now.
I think
We need to sneak
I
in.
think they've done. Oh, so we're not going to be the Baroness, okay?
Oh well. Then they know that we're there, or that somebody is there. They'll tend to up security just in case she acts out. Also, I think that we need the Baroness there, but I think we need the Baroness and her anger. As in pulling attention away.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Is it
If
possible
we
they
can-
could be? Sorry, is it possible they could be
no,
building
no.
something on Shot Stay? To all the people.
I don't think so. I mean, we are still at should say, so we should probably investigate. But I feel like it needs somewhere tied to the Yuan-Ti, not a random settlement, but somewhere that is intrinsic to them, to their culture, to who they are as a people. It's almost like saying, you know,
Is it
you wanna
worth
build a
going
boat.
to Shock Jade now? Because that letter was going to
I'll
be
put you guys
activated.
back on the main map.
Thank you. What do you mean?
They were going to be activating the Shot Jade expedition moles. We've got the letter. We could go now.
And stop them.
Hmm.
We do that whilst we wait on Baroness to make her decision.
Mobilize.
Yes.
Mobilize.
We get the equipment that we need. We visit Alcair to get his plans, get stuff from Morgan in order to build. Then we build, and then we go and we launch. I think that is a very good
We
suggestion.
need to figure out how to get into the area now.
Yeah. I am still a little concerned, but if they're looking the other direction, we could just like sneak in through the woods, the jungle.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Vlad, you wish to speak?
The matter?
So I was coughing.
It just got just got aggressively louder every time.
Yeah, it did sound like you had something you wanted to
add. Okay. I suggest moving forward as well, Vlad. I know I asked this question to you very early on, but would you be open to maybe keeping purification of food and various different drinks in your arsenal on a regular basis? I think I actually asked that question in session 3.
Yeah, they've been in my inventory for many weeks now.
Good. If we're just anywhere near, we might need to use it. Thank you. It's almost like Maya was plotting ahead. Like really far ahead. Okay. Shock Jade. Oh, we have children on board. Should we take them to Wade's Rest and get Wade's Rest to drop them somewhere? Like, I don't know what the common thing is. Where do you take children who have no family?
Mines?
Did you just say the mines, Danny?
Yeah.
We do have a settlement.
We do.
We could take them to a local temple and hand them to them to send to an orphanage if need be.
Are there going to be orphanages?
What's the place we can transport?
Do we have a teleport at our settlement thing?
No, we have 3. We have. I know. I can't remember everything. We have Wade's Rest, Arcaire, and our ship. And I think, why have I got something from Underbelly Descent as well? Oh, I've got Underbelly Descent as well. Yeah, I somehow have that one, but not the other ones. That's annoying. I'll do it next time. I thought I did.
We can teleport them to Wade's and then send Wade to wherever we want to drop them off.
Well, they were finishing up at Island, weren't they? Underbelly. Not Underbelly. Scurry's Hideaway. They were finishing up at Scurry's Hideaway, so leave them there.
It was asked them
why they want to go. The children, they're not going to know. The best place, I think, would be New Horizons, if I'm 100% honest, now that the Kraken threat is gone. It seemed like it was a place that raised Vlad when he was left as an orphan. I wouldn't see why it would be any different.
Just get in there, though. What, we just sending the boat there?
Well, that's it. If we can get Wade's Rest to go there, and then we keep the children on this boat until... Oh no, it's so dangerous, actually.
Just send them to Wade's Rest now and send Wade's Rest to there. Crimson Blossom. But to be... Well, yes, because they're in the east area, so they're going to be the last affected. Okay.
But oh no, it won't be, because boats are already getting to New Horizons. There's going to be sleeper cells everywhere. Do we actually just take them to put them on the other boats?
Yeah, just keep him Wade's Rest. It's quite cramped though, that boat.
Oh dear. I mean,
or we keep him on this boat because
it is very safe.
It's
there's lots of otters. Are we seriously thinking about, as a group, adopting 2 children?
You were building a town.
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
Town is
we have a settlement that's ours. Just saying. Again, it's going to be the safest place.
It's fair, Niles. It's fair, Niles. It says how to get them there quickly. Oh yeah, put them Wade's Rest. Send them to our settlement. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll do that then. Can we do that, Danny? using the cubic. I'm guessing we're going to set up this boat off towards Shockjade.
Yeah, yes. So you're sending Call of Chaos towards Shockjade.
Mm-hmm.
You're bamfing the children to your settlement.
With ourselves.
To Wade.
No, to Wade's, because we can't get to the settlement. We've got
Wade's.
no... Yes.
Got to go to Wade's Rest, and then Wade's Rest has got to go to the settlement.
Right, okay,
Yes.
I understand. Yeah, that'll play.
Amazing.
It's convoluted, but it'll play.
D&D is convoluted sometimes.
So, with the plan in motion over the next few days, you intend to head towards Shockjade. No, the archipelago is where you are. The expedition, my bad.
What?
No, don't
That was
worry.
confused.
It's going to take about 6 days.
Random accents loading. Yeah.
It's going to take about 6 days. Yeah, they'll get there in about 3. Because they're double the speed of you, and it's a third quicker. Okay.
Oh, as soon as they do, I am going to bump over there one of the days and lock in that location of the settlement.
When they're there.
Oh, yeah. When they set up port, yeah.
Yeah, because I can go to Wade's Rest, and I'll get off, and then I'll set one as one of that location
nice.
and back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whilst we're there...
Yeah.
No.
You've been annoyed with me then? Sorry.
No. I was just thinking, can we... Josiah would set Viff on a secret mission. Try and find, explore the ruins, see if there's any, teleport points, or anything that looks resembles what...
Nice. Because this is a sort of location, isn't it?
It's a Yonti ruin. It does just make...
Actually, Josiah, there's a lot more than you all should probably know.
Oh?
At these ruins. I'm going to semi-wibbly-wobbly pass forward time 3 days, obviously, to get to this point. RKA does provide you with ample resources. They are at the facility ready to collect, but with all the instructions, and similar materials are dropped off by Morgan, but obviously in much smaller quantities. I'll give you those in a bit. Along with 200 gold diamond dust.
How much? 200 gold, diamond dust?
Yes.
Vlad is going straight to you.
But Fifth obviously mentions that they found stuff in the ruins that you guys should know. So I'd imagine whilst Rose Naivara is setting up the thing, it'd probably be Fifth would probably just fill some of you guys in, have a little shore leave on the island.
Hmm?
Yeah, so we were looking over Yes.
Sorry, this is to Deanne.
Yeah.
Could I have done a couple more? Because I think we've already got some scrolls of disguise self in the party. I think you've got 2 people.
As long as you've got the resources.
Yeah, I want to do some more.
I trust you to know the costs of doing.
Well, I've got the wizard cost. I'm not sure what the Xanathar's cost is, but I'll write it down and I'll do it outside a session.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
figure it out.
That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. I trust you. But we were looking over the ruins and we found a number of depictions and ciphers to translate, and we managed to do so with relative ease. It took some time, but if these people are the same, then I may have found out the potential of their plans.
Excellent.
Why
Go
are we
on.
waiting here? Yeah.
And he'll basically take you to the different temples, the central temple, and he'll lead you through to the under part of the temple. They found a door that leads underneath, and you can see that there is a large hole that he's dug. So the temple basically sits on top of a large crater that digs down deep enough into the ocean below. With what resources we can, we send people down, but we can't explore it fully. But it looks like it connects with the ocean at some point, goes down deep and then cuts across. And we see lots of mentions of a deity called Zahir. Do any of you know this?
Mm-hmm.
Seems that this Zahir intends to poison the ocean. They intend to summon him and for him to leave through a hole like this and swims the oceans as his body secretes resin.
Fuck.
Secretes what?
Resin.
One more time.
Resin.
You heard him, Captain.
Apparently that this Zahir can produce enough to do everybody as they need.
There's your
Be
supply
heavily
problems.
watered down, but
There's your supply problem sorted, Nivara.
Seems their plan is to break the shackles because there has been, and he'll kind of like leave this chamber and take you to a different chamber. As I've said before, this place is not for Zahir initially. These are for more traditionally beloved Yuan-Ti deities, but Zahir was almost for the outcasts of Yuan-Ti kind, at least for a time. And they took up residence here after a war between themselves centuries ago. And they were cast out, essentially. The Yuan-Ti that you're facing are rebels, renegades, something like this, to normal...
extremists. The
normal
extreme of
Yuan-Ti.
the extreme.
Yes, if for Yuan-Ti comparison, yes. It seems that this might be their plan, as they have seemed to have been detached from Seth, which is the more atypical deity for Yuan-Ti kind to follow. It mentions here that Zaharic clerics were often referred to as venomers. These were the titles bestowed upon those that defected from Seth. I judge by all of your faces this is not entirely new news.
No.
New, but not entirely new.
So
I've
it
just been watching everybody's faces,
seems their
kind of
plan
glancing at it.
is to bring this deity to swim the oceans, and when the sun boils the ocean, it goes into the clouds and then into the rain, and then so nowhere will be safe.
Civilization falls.
Not entirely, but subjugation. With no means to fight back.
I think it is more, what is your definition of civilization? But thank you for telling us this, Viv.
Yes, it was not me that deciphered all this, but I've been getting people to look things over when we found new chambers of the temple that we had not found before. Thankfully, there are some people that can speak Draconic, and we had trouble with the abyssal parts, but we managed eventually with some luck and attempted mistakes. Give me 1 second. I've got Jeff in a cage wailing. Let me go and get her. What you guys?
Hear her.
Oh, can you actually hear her?
Hear her. Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Let me out.
I must produce. Let me produce the baby. 1 moment.
Am I remembering wrong, or did something already get released into the sea? What was the faceless, changeless, whatever that came out the box?
Different thing.
Yeah, I think that's a
Okay.
different thing.
Right, okay.
Well, we had a crystal thing. We smashed it, or
Flying.
something came out. Something came
Yeah.
flying out of that.
That was flying, not in the
Oh,
water.
the aspect. Don't discount things.
I mean,
I do want to remind you that that crystal where the aspect flew out, that was a temple devotee of Zahir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Naya freaking out about it afterwards?
Yeah, that was a long time ago as well. You're talking like 30 sessions ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give or
So
take.
consistency. More. It was. I think we were still.
It was
No, we must have been about 12,
first time
because
you
we
met
had-
the Baroness, because that was the quest she
Yeah.
sent you on as a loyalty test.
Yeah.
I think
Wade
it
was dead by this point.
It was chapter 2 then, because what it was how I introduced Polar.
Actually, yes. I think it's maybe 12, 13 in terms of episode count.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So Naya will say to the group, do you understand why it is so important now to stop them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as you
Did
see,
before, but it's getting more important.
The artwork on the walls, while you can't all speak the necessary languages, obviously it's been translated, and you can see, like, written underneath is the common translations, and you can see these artistic depictions of a storyboard of essentially what they intend to do for the world, and you can see this large snake-like creature, like, in a pool of water. You can see the Yuan-Ti around it. You can see subjugated peoples doing their bidding.
Is there any... so you said that some of it was abyssal and they might have made mistakes. Is there anything that looks like a blatant mistake to me as I look over?
Yeah, because essentially, Draconic was to the Yuan-Ti, it's like the older language and it's not used as much, whereas Abyssal in this present time is more common. It's not that they've intentionally made mistakes, it's just the problem is, in the situation that you've got, none of the people that were living here that you saved could naturally speak Abyssal. So what they've had to do is they've had to do their best efforts to translate based off assumptions and just basically like skill checks, do you know what I mean? It's not perfect, but they can... Go on.
I was just going to say, is there any like blatant mistakes? Like, does it mention anywhere specificities that they couldn't catch? Like, does it mention where Zahir comes out of, or how they open the door?
It doesn't mention specificities on how or where. It almost seems like wherever there is an ocean, it can be done. As you see, they dug a hole under the temple deep enough to connect to the ocean itself. So they were able to do it deep inland. Do you know what I mean? But it would take serious efforts and manpower and equipment to do such a task.
Wait. We've seen locations like this where there are massive holes, right?
There's a big old circly... Oh, what's it called? Sinkhole Ocean's End. That would be my guess.
Well, that's a whirlpool. That's like an infinity whirlpool. That's
dangerous.
That's a natural phenomena.
Absolute shock, Jade. Wait a minute.
How big does the sinkhole have to be?
So long as it's deep enough to reach the ocean, but in terms of like width, probably 40, 50 feet, maybe.
Okay.
Danny?
How big's a god snake?
Hey, 40,
Can
50
you
feet.
remind me?
Go on, Rose.
How big was the hole on Underbelly? There was a massive hole in that, wasn't there?
Yes, I don't think it was as big as you're thinking, but it was noteworthy. Because that was in the ruins underneath, because there was a little canal system that you guys swam through, wasn't there?
That's it. There was like a tunnel or whatever that we could get through, and then there was the temple there.
Mm-hmm. But in the same
My sense is telling me that the big old eye on Ivory Sands is probably...
No, that's why I was like... That's why I was looking up suspiciously.
I will also point out, if there isn't a suitable location, they could make one. Like, the pool that you're stood next to at the minute is man-made. Well,
they could have made one under the
Crimson
pyramid.
Well, this is under a pyramid.
Snake pit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, prime location.
You could be
yeah.
constructing the massive... Oh. Sorry.
I like how Rose just, like, exclaims when she's like, fuck, I know it now. Hello, Jeffy baby.
They use the machine to open the door. If they construct it over Snake Pit to create that massive thing, they could use... They were already creating power lines. A machinery that was from a not too distant future. Okay. This just confirms stuff that we already know, but at least it confirms on what they're trying to do for these. I mean, for all of us. Thank you, Vith.
It's fine. We haven't had much chance to do much more, unfortunately, because we have been stringed on supplies. But we have sent people to make trek through the jungle to the north to Ivory.
Okay. Be careful. Ivory Sands is currently potentially... how you say...
compromised.
Yes. And I will then describe the various different symptoms to watch out for with people returning.
Oh,
and if they go aggressive. Yeah. You know what I mean.
Keep food and drink pure. Like, try and... Only, you know...
Yeah.
The same advice we're giving everyone.
Yeah, probably cook it off. Like, that might work? I don't know. Just cleric. Maybe we need to hire a cleric. Be careful.
Right, so, I'll keep notes of all this, and, figures out.
I'll check in, as you know, Viv.
Yes, I know.
Stay safe. I guess as we walk away, Josiah will say to Naya, can you contact Celeste as well? Probably best getting him further out of there.
Yeah. I imagine as we're walking away, she'll use the cube so those final words are like said on the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And I will send a message to Celeste. I don't know.
Say less.
Say less.
Say less.
Before I do, what do we want to say? Are we pulling him out?
I think so. We could meet us at Shock Jade.
Okay. Celeste, please tell us of how things are going, and then come meet us at Shock Jade as quick as you can.
Things are going okay. We are currently back home near Watcher's Trio. Sank every last ship to the man.
Celeste has been busy. Apparently they sank every ship. They are currently at the Watcher Trio.
They're home.
Why?
At home.
That's where you met them the first time, remember?
That's their home base.
They have a base underwater.
We didn't tell them to do that, did we?
No.
He did his job and went home. He has autonomy.
No, I know, but
he's not going to stand waiting like a fucking RTS, like, next orders, Commander.
What I mean is, last as he knew, we were leaving Ulster's Den to go to Shockstay.
Yeah, and then...
This has been 4 days.
No.
Right?
It's been 3 days since you left Shockstay, but it's been about 6 days since you left... No, it's been about... It took about 5 days to get from Ulster's Den to Shockstay. Then it's took you another 3... Yeah, because don't forget, you only move at 2 miles an hour. So 48 miles in a day. Let me show you this. Yeah, 3 days. Give or take some change.
Oh.
And then,
sorry, you said 5, and that's why I was confused.
No,
that's
sorry. Yeah, it's been about...
New Horizons is 7. I was like, that's tiny.
And then you've done about 3 days... Actually, I should take you one back. You've done about 3 days from there, so it's about 6 days. And don't forget, their ship is much quicker than yours. So what you got to think, they finished their work, and then they've gone... Like that.
Yeah, no bother.
How dare you go home? How dare you?
No, it was just really weird because we'd said for them to reach out. It's just how they wrapped everything up and then went back home. It just felt a bit odd. Do you know what
I mean? Yeah, Josiah was hoping he would sort of like act as a buffer between Ulster's Den and Snake Pit as sink other ships, that's other snake ships coming in. But I think he was just like, it's just funny how he was like, sink the ships you can see, then job done. And he's just like,
well, you told him to sink all the ships on the invading Ulster's Den.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. He's not. He's not an idiot. If he clearly saw reinforcements, he would have dealt with those too. Like, he's not going to be like, well, they're not on the shore.
Yeah, I think Josiah meant invading as in the ones that might still be coming.
Do you not? The ones that are semantics.
It's fine.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
He did his job, okay? He did his job.
It's very Celeste to just be like, yeah, I sunk those ships, I went home.
Well, now it's...
He did his job and he clocked off.
It's his siesta now. What did you expect? He's on Wet and Wild siesta. So.
Definitely wet, whatever.
That's because he's on a submarine, Ben.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, damn it.
Thank you for clarifying the pun that I made very clear.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, I know. Don't look at me like that.
Was there anything else, Captain?
No. Let's proceed to Shock Jade. And then we need to be tracking where the fleet is heading as well.
Yes, well, I'm actually about to get to that. Day 4 goes by, relatively uneventful. But by day 5 of travel, you do get word from Morgan through a friend of his. And it's... Hang on, excuse me. Tickly throat, my bad. But, message on behalf of Morgan. And this is to you, Naivara. The Baroness is moving her fleet after medical checks. We are making our way westward with as many ships as possible. Heading for Snake Pit to blockade. That's it.
So Niall go to the captain's quarter and kind of knock on the door. I'm like, Captain, are you available?
Yes. Hi.
I have received. She'll open the door, obviously, go inside. I have received word from an associate of Morgan's. The Baroness is moving towards Snakebit to form a blockade.
Can I figure out? You do it now. Figure out how long that would take.
Yep. I can give you a rough guesstimation.
That felt like that was very Josiah going, can I figure out now? You do it now.
She has a ship that's comparable to yours, so it's easy enough to say. 50 miles a day, just to make the math easier. But it's about... I know, it's 50 miles, sorry. Yeah, no, 50 miles a day, 22 miles an hour. So, it's gonna take about... It's gonna take about 9 days, realistically, for the flagship.
So we
Taking
could...
the big boy. Okay.
It's all the ships. It's the Armada.
Every available.
Okay.
So we're on day... Are we on day 5 at the moment? Day 5.
This is the fifth of 6 days travel. So let me move you guys there, because it's about 3 squares, a tiny bit more than 3 squares you travel a day on this map.
So we could, because if we come from this top side here, we would need to... There's this little, like, bay here that looks really good for, like, sneaking in. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we...
Here or here? The north or the south?
The north. Because if they're looking for something through to the south, because that's where the snake bit is... Do you know what I mean? We could almost...
go for the jungle.
Get up to Shock Jade, and then go through... Get to that north part within the days and then traverse. By the time that the Baroness arrives for our blockade, meaning their eyes are going to be that way.
Yeah, and sneak in behind.
Go through the back door.
Mm-hmm.
It works. Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Looks like a plan.
I know.
Or does it smell like a plan?
The question is, everyone asked if it's a plan and if it looks like a plan, but no one asked what the plan feels like. It's all about what the plan is and not how it feels. Have you asked how the plan feels?
It feels good.
Okay,
like
sure?
this plan actually feels good. Yeah,
okay.
We all seem to be like on the same page of we sneak in, do shit, and we also do have a get out of jail. So if things go bad, we can all away to the settlement and shore up. But we have to do this. We have to stop it. Okay. Thank you, Captain. I'm going to continue working on the bomb. Or start working on the bomb. I understand how it works now. I just need to start construction. I might borrow Niles for their dexterous fingers.
Will happily assist.
Oh, hello, Niles.
So
sorry, I'm not there, but when you come get me.
Yeah.
So, IEDs aside, you guys continue on the travel for the last section, the last day, and as you start...
yeah, I just now have this image of like Niles and Nivara like Breaking Bad in it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like full, like nerding out over the fact that they're making something that should detonate. Can I guesstimate, based on the amount of material, how big this is going to be? Like, is this a we need to get away distance? Is it a
nuke or is it a
building? Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Oh no,
Will
it's definitely
town, or is it going to be a building?
No, definitely not going to flatten the town, but it'll do some damage. Right, the way I'm going to explain is like a bomb weight, like because like the way I can explain it easiest in my head is like with bomber planes from like the World Wars and stuff. So like obviously the bigger poundage the bomb, the bigger the explosion. When you consider like a stick of dynamite that would do like it's 2d6 fire damage, that's probably the equivalent of about a 5-pound bomb, maybe give or take some. So a 5-pound bomb equals 1 stick of dynamite, 2d6 damage. You have the resources, realistically, to definitely not create about a 1,000-pound bomb.
Okay, it's not unreasonable.
So,
are we making one or are we making multiple?
Actually, that's a fair point. You have 1,000 pounds worth of bombage. I will allow you to split it how you see fit. So, but bear in fucking mind, this is volatile and unstable when prepped. Whoever is carrying it, not only is it fucking heavy, like the weightage. But if someone gets hit with it, or it gets hit, it could and might and very likely will go off. Just be warned. So if you make like say £100 bomb, it's not £100 in weight. I'm gonna be a bit more lenient, so you'll have to carry it. But if you get hit and it's in your backpack or in a wrap or whatever,
Is it cheesing it if we leave on the boat and then sync up a thing so we can jump from
Teleport
the location to the boat, teleport it in?
Cue it in.
Well, yeah, you could, because the cube has 3 charges, doesn't it? So yeah, you teleport to the ship, teleport back. That'd be all your charges.
It does mean we're going to be able to get out of jail.
But that would also mean, 1, you can't get out of jail, and 2, you would have to do it as a singular bomb, because otherwise, how are you going to plant multiple bombs that way?
Well, no, it's 2. It's 2. So it would only be 2 trips because you'd go to a location.
Bag of holding is a good idea, but
and back in.
It's too big. Too big, yeah.
You can't put it through the neck.
Yeah, anything will fit in a bag of holding, provided it fits through the neck. And obviously, unless you make like really, really small bombs and like hundreds of them, not going to work. Good idea, though.
What was the weight of the flying carpet again?
As in its carry capacity.
Wasn't it £1,000?
No, that's the biggest one. It's definitely chunky, but it's not. It is £400, but you can carry up to twice its speed, but at half the twice its weight, but at half the speed. Your carpet has a fly speed of, because you have the second smallest carpet. I actually thought it was second biggest. No, it's second smallest. Has a fly speed of 60. It's a 4x6, and it can carry £400. So technically, you can go up to 800, but then the speed becomes 30.
Does the carpet need a pilot, or can it just be told to go somewhere?
You can speak the command word as an action to make the carpet hover. However, it will only follow your directions 30 feet. You'd have to be on it.
I just think because we could put it on that. We wouldn't be able to drop it in, but it could be a transport where it's not on us. Does that make sense?
Follow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Liam, you would be carpet bombing.
Oh wait, I'm trying to think of some other
Can't believe
things,
we've just invented fucking bomber planes in DMT.
Matt was trying to go for drones, like.
Yeah, but the problem is, the commands have to be within 30 feet. So obviously, if you tell it to go,
I know, but I'm just saying he was trying for.
I know.
He was trying to jump decades.
That's what I was going for. Yeah.
We're not in the.
What if we enlarged it or reduced it? Could we like make it? I can levitate something, so I could levitate it forward.
Does levitate have a weight restriction?
£500. So if we split it into 3, so what I'm thinking is 3, right? So because you've got a pyramid, right, which is like it's a triangle essentially.
We've got 2 ways. Do we go for the pyramid, or do we have enough time to try and locate? We could send Kavane and try and locate where the stores of white resin is. That's what we're trying to get.
I think we go for the. Sorry, I think that's we. I imagine we've all congregated now. You can hear now you're in design chatting.
This is in character now. Okay.
We're in character.
We've gone back in now.
Yeah. So I think I agree with your idea. I think I should send Kevin in, even if it's just a scout to see what's going on. I think we go for the machine, right? Even if they take this resin, if we go for the machine, that will stop Zahir coming out.
Right.
Yeah, whatever they're building, go for that, because that's what they want.
Also, you know the time when I said that at a certain point I'm not going to be helping? That might happen if we're doing this.
You mean you're going to stay on the ship?
No, I mean I will be coming, I just won't be able to... This is really difficult. I don't know if you can understand like the severity sometimes. I'm saying I can't deal the final blow.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
I just I can't tell you.
Question. Why me?
I will tell you everything after this is all done. As soon as, if I survive, that is. You know.
But
it's so weird.
leaving you guys with your thoughts and your plans, I will allow you to stew on
Yeah, we've been
this.
planning.
But I do want to explain one more thing before we end the session. Because as you arrive at Shock Jade and you see it on the horizon, what you also see are 4 ships all lined up, all deboarding, I should say, a number of people onto the island. You're a couple 100 feet away, pressing in fast as you can see what looks like ships invading the island.
Ah, sucks.
Danny.
Yeah?
Do we get a naval battle?
Maybe.
Fire the cannons!
Do we get a level? Do we get a little level off?
You fuck off!
We've not leveled in ages!
Oh, fuck off. You actually leveled up recently, you cheeky fuck.
I don't remember it. No.
Anyway. That'll be it for this session. The next session should be on, let me double check, June the 7th. That's correct.
Is that a next club day or is that the week after?
I will have to check. I'm pretty sure it's the week after. I remembered like, fixing it. But like I said, intended next date. But if things prop up, we'll figure it out. Next stream is going to be tomorrow, where I do more Fallout London. But I may start late because of last football match of the season. Yada yada. You guys know this. If it's stupid late, I won't bother. Because I'm not going to start at like 9, 10 o'clock for no reason. But I do thank everybody that is here. Also, one other thing. The party. Because I would say you probably figured it out over a few days. The coins, the 2 coins that Vlad and Josiah, you both have, they're not warding and protection coins. They're actually a consumable. They are coins of commune. And they can be used to cast Speak with Dead a singular time before going inert. The logic was you could have used them on like the priests and stuff at the Shots Day, but it's fine. I am going to head off for the night. Yeah, no, I know. I'm going to head off for the night. Yeah. I hope everyone had fun. I will see you guys tomorrow. Ta-da.
Bye.